Hello.
Good evening,
Where's that
everyone.
music from?
Audio.
Yeah, Jake. Audio.com, right?
Yeah, I just had a whole conversation with my audience about this. I did a little radio thing earlier where I played a bunch of music from it. It's a really good service if you want to get started.
Is it like royalty-free stuff or what?
It is not. You have to pay for a license. But
Oh, so
Rope
do
Bell
we?
Jake's got them. Actually, you guys have the license. I shared it in that conversation. Yeah.
Oh, I use Epidemic Sound. Wow.
Yeah, interesting. We haven't been gigged for it yet, but I got gigged once when I did that debate thing, and it's as easy as emailing YouTube a PDF.
Yeah. Hey, how's everything going? How's the week been going with you guys? What have you been getting up to?
Really bad. How about you guys?
Oh yeah, why? Bad?
Why?
I tried to fix something and I broke it so much.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Oh yeah.
Tell us here.
I had whatever the thing is that you plug your mic into. At some point, I dropped it and something came loose, and I tried to solder it back down. And what I did instead was kill it. Oh,
yeah. Poor thing.
You okay? Hold on.
You killed.
I am a genuine idiot. It's not a thing I pretend to be for the audience. That's
you are soldering at home. Home solder.
Genuine.
Yeah.
What do you call one who solders? A solderer?
I don't know.
I think it's called a sodomite.
A solder.
Yes,
that's different. That's the biblical version.
Oh, I gotta fix this.
Let me look it up. What is?
How about everybody else?
Well, that too.
Good?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Good. I mean, busy. This was a busy week.
I mean, I'm still alive, so pretty horrendous.
Looking comfy. I'm jealous of the blanket.
The wrap.
It's fucking cold.
It's cold.
It just like it was summer like a month ago, and now it's fucking freezing. I don't know why.
Hi, Bob.
How do I? Yes,
Bob
exactly.
I don't think I've ever seen that photo of him like at such a good resolution.
Yeah, handsome devil.
I didn't know Bob looked like that. Like I'm used to seeing that exact photo, but just at the horrible low res, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
Funny.
Holy fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Why was your week busy, Sandy?
Oh my gosh. Well, I've had a roof work. Roofers here putting on a metal roof. New skylights, which I showed you the video of the old ones that were plastic pieces of shit.
What kind of metal are you getting?
Kicking them around.
Green metal tin, metal roof on top of my old roof.
Is green on the periodic table?
I see what you. Okay.
Gosh.
Yes, it's the same metal this is made out of.
Listen, the roof that was on there was from 2001, and it's amazing that I made it through last year. So I had to do it. And I'm glad because the skylights, I said I was thankful for it because the skylights that you saw the video, I kicked them. They were like thin little pieces of plastic that were on there since 2001. One hailstorm away from disaster.
Or an insurance claim. Should have left them up there.
I had that in 2017 because we had a tornado.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hit that. Yeah.
Hey, I just want to remind our viewers.
We have viewers?
I may put up comments randomly on screen, just so you know, from the various chats. I can see all the chats. We're screaming. We're screaming and streaming on all of our individual channels. But if you want to send in a super chat, we're going to read all of those at the end. So we won't get out of here, even if it's just Andrea and I hanging out late. We will read the super chats by the end of the night. So
you hear that, guys? At least give me one. I'm happy. Let me tell you, I'm grateful and thankful for all of it. And
is
Matt,
it that time of year?
Well, no, yeah, maybe, but you also talked me into doing it, and other people also, and I'm happy now because
to getting monetized or monetizing your channel.
I'm happy because I already made a couple of little membership things, and as it goes, we'll see.
Finally sold out.
I sold out, Andrea. I did, but I got to pay for the roof and the channel.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like you hate the game, not the player, right?
Yeah, there you go.
No unilateral disarmament in capital.
7
No,
years
Yeah.
I didn't.
I
So
don't
if George Soros is listening,
send the checks.
All right, Obsolete Optics wants to know from my channel, what are you drinking, Andrea?
I'm drinking some bullshit. I got at the liquor store.
Hive? Ooh, are you a hive mind? Hive. Ooh, drinking
What is
hive.
that? Kombucha?
Is it? Oh, it's not alcohol.
Oh, it is alcohol.
Oh, it's out.
There it
Oh,
is.
okay, there
There
it
you
is.
go.
Okay.
Made with lemon, juniper, honey, and natural flavors.
Ooh.
Sounds
Mm.
lovely.
Mm,
Wood chips.
mm.
It's pretty
Natural
solid.
flavors.
You can barely taste the alcohol, which is always the scary part of these.
Yeah.
I dated a girl who interned at the FDA in DC.
Really?
And
That
she
is-
said, "Did you
The
know?"
FDA is a load of shit. It's a big scam industry. They get paid by the food
Yeah.
lobby to fucking create the grass list. You know about
It
the
is.
grass list? Fuck the grass list. Once you get on the grass list, it takes billions of dollars to get off the grass list. Did you know Red 40 is manufactured from oil? What
Yeah.
the fuck? Generally recognized as safe.
like everything is oil.
Well, she told me,
Yeah.
she said, "I'm learning some terrible stuff." And I was like what? Like what? Tell us. And it was like gross stuff, not the atrocities that Andrea was just referring to, but like she said, "Did you know there are a certain number of wasp heads that end up in fig Newtons, which are acceptable?"
I knew this. I knew that. Yeah.
It's
A new
brutal.
protein source.
So like,
Wasp
it's a little
head.
crunchy sometimes.
Yep.
You son of a. Ah!
Yeah, I haven't eaten one since.
Wasp
Well, it's like
head.
that with chocolate.
And that was like 94.
Chocolate has like a shit limit in it, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, but that's
Wow.
different because it's chocolate and you have to eat that. So I mean, you have to. You have to
We
eat that.
have to eat
You're legally
chocolate.
What, are you
obligated.
not
to
going to
do it.
eat
Legally.
candy bars? Come on.
I
Wait.
don't anymore.
Oh, really? I do.
No, I quit sugar last April and I feel good. I like it. I like being sugar free.
I just play
When
tennis.
First of all, kudos on being sugar free. Second of all, kudos on the tennis. This joke will pay off later. Of course.
How come I don't get a kudos? This is bullshit.
Kudos
on your hive.
Not getting any kudos until just now. This piece of nonsense will make a little bit of sense later and is not worth the time I'm putting into it. But here we go. As a tennis player, of course, that means you can throw fireballs with your hands after you've had 2 beers. So that's a fun talent. Again, it won't make any sense until much later. But somebody will flash back to this and be like, "Oh yeah." They won't laugh. They'll just be like, "Oh, okay." Which is my favorite kind of joke.
So I know that you proposed, Sandy, that we go around and say what we're thankful for. Tough, right?
Well, it's Thanksgiving
But
tomorrow. So.
yeah, but why? But you always chime in behind the scenes pre-show and say what positive things are we going to talk about, because you want to make sure that we're not dwelling on all the horrid stuff going on in the world, which
everybody
we can
does
do the
all-
rest
all
of the
the
time.
time.
That's what we
Right.
do the rest of the time, right?
Yeah,
So
I am
Exactly.
obsessed.
so why don't you kick it off? I mean,
What
are you
am I
thankful
grateful
for?
for? Okay, thankful.
Yeah.
I am thankful for. Oh well, I'm thankful that I was able to manage the roof. All right, that's a house thing. That's a physical comfort that is to keep me safe. I'm thankful for. I mean, I know it sounds hokey, but I'm thankful for you and this and
Aw.
enriching my life with all of these new people and the channels. And really, it is. I am. I'm also thankful for the people on my chat. I'm thankful for Jennifer. I'm thankful for my mother. She made it through cancer, and I'm going down there next week to visit her. I mean, I'm a gratitude thankful person because I've had some shit ass stuff happen in my life. So gratitude and thankfulness, it's just there. And I mean, I could go on.
We'll
I
keep
could-
going.
No, it's somebody else's turn.
Well,
We'll go
you
back to
stole
you.
mine. I am also thankful for Sandy's chat. So
My chat's a tough tough customers, but I love every single one of them.
Got her. I'm thankful that I was able to make. I got a chuckle out of Andrea. That makes me very, very happy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
halfway
So-
done this, and we're only like 11 minutes in. So
She's hiding.
no,
How
go
about
ahead,
you,
Jake. Though.
sir?
No, you.
Okay. I tell you what. I'm thankful for me Jack Russell Bennett, and my parents' dogs Archie and Rose, who are currently keeping Bennett entertained. And I am very, very thankful that I'm going to meet in a not stressful setting my niece for the first time.
Oh, how nice. How old is your niece?
However long it has been since I took a break last, like a month. She's like a month old. She's a
Oh,
wee
boy.
infant.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. I wonder, a tiny little one, what's it going to be like for well, I'm not going to start with the doom.
Pink
Here we
buttons.
go.
I'm not.
Well, when
Nope.
she's 21, the
Right.
water levels will be so
Yeah,
high.
I'm not doing it. I could do that on my channel.
Get her
Everybody
baby's
knows.
first life raft or whatever. Right?
Aw, baby's first
Say
life.
it's gonna
boat.
come in handy in 10 years, kid.
Yeah, name it Titanic. Sorry. Okay,
Oh,
I'm done.
Jesus.
I'm just keeping my
that's-
mouth shut. Like I'm not gonna
Oh,
talk.
get
on
out of
anything.
here, Andrea.
Nope.
There is a whole
Ah,
climate activist stand-up comedy routine in there. That is awesome.
Oh yeah.
I could do it. Sometimes I
I-
play them.
I want to ask what the chat is thankful for. Sound off in the chat. We got one here.
Right.
I thought that's pretty good.
Same, Marianne.
Yeah.
I am thankful for Jake dressing like a lumberjack in this holiday season.
Like
I thank you for that.
lumberjack CEO or foreman.
Yeah,
I
like,
heard
You're
Cowboy
the
Dad
union.
in my earlier.
No, he's in
Oh.
the union. He's in the union.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it definitely has a vibe of like traditional dork trying to woods it up, like a politician trying to act like they go hiking
it's
or
like
something.
Tucker Carlson's Twitter
Ugh.
show. That's what the
Ugh.
energy you're bringing to this show is.
Hell
Oh my
no!
God, no.
I haven't
apologize. It's
said,
like
I
one
haven't
to
said
one.
one slur this
Yeah.
whole time.
Well, you did. You did a couple weeks ago, so we had enough.
That's true. All right, I'll break one out. Listen, honkies.
Hmm.
Hi,
I like
Alex.
that. I like that video where the guy's he's like being served soup, I think, at a deli counter, and he's like, "Do you serve crackers?" And she goes, "Honey, we serve everybody." It's awesome.
That's
It's so
good.
quick. It's like maybe it's planned. I don't. It could be
I
from a
don't
movie.
know.
I have no idea.
You starting
Um,
the dad jokes early?
What are you thankful for, Andrea?
Max.
That's a given, right?
Yeah.
What are you
I'm
thankful
thankful
for? You got
this
anything?
microphone.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I don't know
your,
how to express gratitude. I apologize. It's a disability. I collect SSDI payments on a monthly basis.
Oh, nice.
For not being grateful?
Yeah, it's
For not being
officially-
able to express
know.
it.
Yeah,
I
well,
know.
I can be grateful. I just
And
can't
never once
express it.
thanked them. Because if you
Yep.
do, they'll take them back.
So, what are you unable to express gratitude for? That's my workaround
That's a
question.
good workaround.
Clever.
Pretty much everything, I think.
Hmm.
I don't know if I can go into any more detail.
It's okay. We won't put you on the
I
spot.
wish I could afford this as a prop, but if I would have had the forethought and the financial means, I would have given Andrea a wheelbarrow full of money just to have a wheelbarrow full of money in the background, and she's like, "Man, nothing."
Could you say that one more time?
Wheelbarrow full of money.
Interesting.
I'm thankful
Really?
for the cool
Well,
cats in this
you get a
community, yes,
wheelbarrow full
indeed.
of money. I get a wheelbarrow full of horse manure. That's what I get around here.
That would have been so much better. If I win the lottery,
very
you'll only
valuable.
know when these jokes start happening. Like to give Sandy like a sad little lunch sack full of money. So it's like $1,000 in crumpled ones. And she's like, it's still $1,000. I'm thankful for this. And then
Can you make like the bottom soaked in grease so that it like
Yeah.
it's dripping through?
That's my favorite kind of gift. The one that's like you just are barely grateful because it's so poorly given, you know? Like, oh, okay, wait. I gotta read
Oh,
this.
read it out loud, somebody.
Obsolete optics. Here's a
That's
joke
Brett.
for y'all.
Yeah.
Ron DeSantis pulls up to the drive-thru and exclaims, "Ronald McDonald's a woman now. Woke McDonald's." The drive-thru attendant answers back, "Sir, this is a Wendy's."
Okay, thanks, Brett.
Good. That's good.
Brett is our moderator on our Discord.
Oh,
Brett
he's a
does
lovely egg.
he does all the work. Yeah.
I'm thankful for, and I hope this isn't like too selfish, because my goal is to like get to know people on a different level, like content creators, than just what we see them present, like their content.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm grateful for all the people who have accepted my invites to come on the show, the people who are reaching out and saying, "Can I come on the show?" You know what I mean?
I
It's
just found
pretty-
out you had the Valley Labor Report on today.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great. Those guys are awesome. It was fantastic. The chat was just full of people saying, "These guys are great." And I was like, I know.
They are. They inspired
Yeah.
me thinking about, wow, how these young people into the unions like this are going to make such a difference for those they touch. And then maybe maybe there is a shot for
Yeah.
And they're on
companies.
conservative radio. They're on a
Yeah.
conservative radio station, which is
Yeah,
like, that's who you want, right?
Is Alabama a
smart.
right to work state, which is
think so.
shitty?
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
I mean, ugh,
Yeah.
that movement,
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
a terrible, terrible law. But
I only
Pretty
got
red.
a right to work.
yeah, but
You
it
know,
sounds good. It's not.
It wouldn't be quite
Are you
as
saying
impressive
I don't have a right to work?
if we
What right
wanted
do you
to
want,
do
Andrew?
a charity stream like they did. We could
Mhm.
take shifts of like 6 hours each and just keep it
Oh.
going and going and going.
I used to do charity streams like 10 years ago. I would produce them.
Oh,
And I
Interesting.
used to do
Wow.
like 24-hour stretches where I would play like really shitty PS1 games in front of like 12 people. It's pretty good.
Oh, I tell you, one day there's going to be a generation of streamers who are watching this era with fascination. Like, how come they didn't know blank and like simple thing that gets figured out that everybody does in 2 years or whatever?
oh Lord.
And we will be seen as like the vaudeville performers.
That's the thing.
you know?
I already know. I just choose to abstain.
Fair enough.
if
Fair
we
enough.
did a stream, a charity stream, like how long are you proposing? 24 hours? My goal would be to stay on the entire time.
Well,
And-
that's what I'm saying is we could do a thing beyond what somebody is physically capable of doing. And let's just say I don't want to name the thing that came to mind because it's too sad. But let's just say we were going to, and I'm not suggesting we do this. We all have lives. I'm just for the sake of explaining
I
my
don't.
idea here. Like a thing that we were going to stream until it happens. Like stream until we raise $50,000.
Oh,
However long that takes.
And how would we decide for who?
Whatever.
For
Yeah,
me,
I'm less suggesting that we go do it like, oh, we should arrange to do this, and just thinking like, oh, after seeing the Valley Labor Report, like
so
we
what
could do a version of that.
what we would have to do is get, and I have a long list of people at this point. We would have to get people to commit to coming on as like guest spots, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it would be like, Sam Cedar in hour 12 or 13, right? Like somewhere. So it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta,
Yeah. Spice it up.
or like maybe to your point, guys, Sam Cedar's not coming on unless we hit this mark. Nah, I don't know about that.
That's genius,
Yeah, I don't know.
though.
I don't know.
That'd be
I'm all
harder
for
to
being ruthless
schedule?
like that.
Might be a little risky. Yeah, you'd have to schedule that with somebody.
We could
Flexible.
lean into the the heel face nature of pro wrestling, I would happily volunteer to be the heel and be like the guy who says next guest can't come on until we hit whatever goal. Like, nah, no Sam Cedar until we get to 40,000. Absolutely not. Oh, he's waiting? Too bad, because we're at 39.5. Sorry, Sam Cedar.
But we'd have to come up with some way of meaningful donation, and it wouldn't necessarily have to be one thing. If we were all going to do it, it could be split and in the kind of charity or whatever you want to call it.
I
don't know.
think
Or would we?
there could be super chats. The stream could be monetized. We would benefit from it that way just naturally. But I think that it would be like
Yeah, charity is a vehicle
every-
to scam people.
but
every
I would
15 minutes we're like, here's the link again. Go to this link. Make a subscribe. You know what I mean? It's like that telethon thing.
Yeah, I
where
mean,
it's like
Right.
I want
you're
to
always pitching the
I want to
link.
underscore that I have extensive background in doing all of this.
It's
So?
doable. It's doable.
I
It's
would
very
give all the money
doable,
to an animal
and
rights organization, I think. Something with animals.
I would suggest that we just take all the money from every donator and redistribute it to the poorest people in our audiences. That would be my twist.
Oh,
I would
that's
love
a
that.
good
every
twist.
time I recommend or talk about doing this, people say the Trevor Project. That's one that people always recommend.
Setting aside the specifics of who, because I don't think, I mean, y'all have great ideas, and I love the Trevor Project as well, but I don't want to. I just want to point out that we have, with the four of us, the ability to do some rather interesting long-term projects like that. Keep it in mind. But yes, I'd be all for the Trevor Project. I would also be, if we're talking specifics, exactly what the Valley Labor Report did, raising money specifically for like a striking labor force here, there, the other place.
You know, if we did it, and I like that you're committing us to this on air, because now we
I'm
can't
not
be
trying
like,
Wait, are we streaming?
yeah. So the
Yeah.
it's very clever. But what if it was like we were going to donate, and this is just an example, we're going to donate to Nina Turner's organization, wearesomebody.org. She would
That's a
have
good
to
one.
come on,
She would.
right? She would
We could
have to.
guilt her
It's
into-
like
yes.
we're raising your money. Look at all this money. You have to come on.
What
I'd
is
like
Oh,
to
I do
bring
love
Paul
organization?
Beckwith on, the scientist that a lot of your followers actually letter hack. A lot of people know who he is. We would try to bring him on also.
Do all kinds.
Scientists, yes. Wouldn't you like that? I know the anti-corporatists would like Paul
Who?
Beckwith.
What were you asking, Andrea?
Oh, what
What
does
is-
the organization do? Nina
Oh,
Turner.
it targets funding to strikes, and
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, it's the missing element. It gives people a leg up to actually
It's
go on
essentially
strike.
a general. Yeah, essentially general strike fund, basically.
All
Mhm.
right, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Nina
and
Turner.
support and more than just funding too. It's all kinds of resources. So it's like cutting to the chase. It's not waiting around for policy.
Yeah,
Oh.
fuck waiting around, man.
Well, and I mean, that's the long game, I guess. But
And there's something I like about not just spending money to save a few who are drowning in the flood, but to repair the dam. The idea that we would, sorry, now I really want to be clear. I don't want to commit us to anything. I'm just bullshitting about this because it came to mind.
I
and
am
don't have
perfectly fine
full
with
self-control.
committing at least
think
3
we're
members
all-
of the show.
yeah, I think we're all
Fuck.
down.
I
But
like
Okay,
it.
yeah,
cool.
I
It's
was
What
just
giving
I
never gonna
like
do it
about
anyway.
what the Valley
Anything.
Labor Report did is
Yeah.
that it strikes a blow that will be everlasting if successful, if this fight is won. Who should read this? Somebody
Katie.
other than me.
Ooh, strike
I'm
funds
desperate to
are
talk about
good. I'll donate what I can to help someone give the middle finger to some assholes.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
right.
great. And this is the other thing is that there's I've considered doing it myself, and then I was like, that's just my stream though. Like maybe my guest could stream it when they're on, but if 4 of us are doing it, then that's 4 constant live streams. That's
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I think it's
Right.
great idea.
And you know
Rad.
what? I think there's also a lot of universities have worked to unionize grad students, so that might be something that's part of it, if that's Nina's thing, you know? Grad students had a big
Yeah.
issue with fighting and fighting and walking off the jobs because they were doing all the work in the universities. This is my experience, so it's what I can talk about. But they are now unionizing in many universities. They did in ours, and I was really happy for it.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
it'd be fun to be on like hour 20 and it's like, okay, now Matt's gonna interview Andrea
The longest
Ocasio-Cortez, or I'll be like, hey,
the longest like solo stream I've ever done was about 35 hours,
wow.
and that was without sleeping.
Oh,
Wow.
good lord.
Yeah, that's when I was like fucking 19 or some shit. But yeah, I mean, it gets fun. Like once you get to that like 20-hour mark, 30-hour mark, then you just don't remember anything. You start hallucinating on stream, and then it's pretty good.
I can't
I-
sit for more than 2 hours. I'd have to be up standing and
There's a thing in the comics industry called the 24-hour comic book challenge. I'm not
I've
sure if
heard
they
of
still
this.
do it, but it was like we would go to the comic shop
yeah.
at like 10 a.m. and we would either like whoever was there, like 5 artists and writers would make a comic together, or you would each make your own comic. And that was usually the case because that's a little easier. But you would hang out for 24 hours doing it. The shop would stay open. They have all kinds of sales and stuff. So I have a little bit of experience at being like, overcoming that delirious last few hours or
Yeah, the
whatever,
second
muscling
wind.
through it.
Like once you get to the second wind, it's pretty great. Like once the sun starts coming up.
And if we make money off it, or not make, if we
Yeah,
raise
like that's
money,
the thing,
that'll
'cause
be
that's what
motivating.
charity is. Like we just, we all work for the 501c3 and we all just make 80%, salary is 80% of income. And then, maybe we'll dabble a couple dollar bills on some African children, as
Oh,
a treat.
Andrea.
But, after I get my second house, of course.
She's funny. No, I do.
I have
I
to
do
say,
like it.
with the whole marathon stream thing, and since the Valley Labor Report did their thing, I've been desperate to do this, mostly with my audience. But if you're shameless, you can really, really work that. Like I considered, again, not for the stated goal, but mostly to do this gimmick. I considered saying like, I'm going to do a 48-hour stream. But my thing was that I was going to have a bed visible in the shot the entire time. And about
Right.
half the time I was just going to be asleep on stream.
That's a good one.
Just
Well,
so people would
it could-
come in
raise
at 3
money
a.m. and be like,
for,
is this guy still? Oh.
sleep apnea awareness.
Ah, yes.
Do you have sleep apnea?
Raise money for my
No,
my
I have
pillow.
something else that makes me sleeping. Yeah. Oh God, please, not that guy.
I prefer
So-
your pillow. Thank you.
I have something kind of important to talk about.
Okay.
17 days till my birthday.
Oh yeah,
I was just kidding about that being important.
you're turning that.
It's more
Well, no,
important
you're
than
not
my
turning
nonsense.
the corner yet.
What I always do is, not always, I mean the last 4 years maybe. Yeah, I think this will be the 4th or 5th year I've done this. For my birthday week, I ask everyone to draw instead of me. They draw their favorite
Didn't I do that?
online commentator. Yeah, Andrea, you and I did we were on your show.
Yeah, I
Do-
remember it.
We had a draw off.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well, we got to
the
do it
chat
again.
would recommend people, I'd recommend people, you'd recommend people, then we would both draw and then we'd hold it up. That was
Yep,
After your
I
show started,
remember
that's
that.
called a
Hilarious
hack
fun.
off now.
Yeah. So this is the thing is I used to do it on Twitter and I would get these great responses. That's not the same platform anymore. It's actually garbage. So I'm not sure,
Yeah.
like, what do I do? This is why I brought it up. Like, what do I do?
You
because
take submissions for a week in between shows, and then we spend the next show, or you can do it on your show. Spend
on
the
that
next show
show,
showing them all off.
Totally.
yeah, I
Blue
should try
Sky
that.
too.
Yeah, because the thing was
Trying
like
to build that.
I used to get like I don't know 50, 100 likes on the reg. Now it's like 1, 2.
Oh yeah, no
If
one
you're not
interacts
a
with my
blue
tweet.
check
Oh,
or
forget that.
yeah, it's all
But I
just
stay with
such
I
garbage
stay
now.
with climate Twitter. It's just the same people. We're looking at all the articles, the same science, the same research. I'm not veering out too far. I mean, I'll share Johnny because Johnny's always sharing our shows. I'll share you, Matt.
Yeah, but I want people. I want people who don't normally do art to try it. I don't
What
know.
about people who
Now, there's
regularly do
interesting.
bad art?
That too. I mean, if
Okay.
there is such a thing, yeah.
I
You mean
am
that's
the
their
poster
goal?
child of that category.
But like, if that's their goal, it's like I do bad art, like intentionally.
Yeah,
Mm.
I love
Yeah.
bad art.
I don't know. I was just kind of getting upset about that because it's always exciting for me. It's like on the one hand, it's like funny to be like, it's my birthday, do something for me. You know what I mean? Because I don't do that. I'm not that guy. But
I mean,
like
you
to
very
turn the
obviously
tables,
are.
We have birthday shows for mine, Jen's.
but like to turn
Oh,
the
yeah.
tables and get people to draw, I think
Yeah.
is that's fun for me. And I was like, man, I might not be able to get the same results this year. The first time I did was amazing because Sam Cedar brought it up on air. That was pretty epic. He said it's the letter
You had to be
hack's
walking on-
birthday, and he's been getting. And I'm just like sitting there working at home, listening, and he goes, "It's the letter hack's birthday," and I was like, "The fuck?" And he goes, and he's getting everyone to draw
Oh.
online leftists for a change, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome!" And then I got like an influx, like Ben Burgess was drawing pictures of Sam Cedar and sending them in, and I was like, okay, I mean, that's fun as hell.
You can only burn that card once, Like, what is
That's
Sam Cedar
amazing.
going to do it every year? All right, guys, year 5.
Why
You know
not?
the drill.
Yeah.
I do. It is
Sure.
surreal to hear your name like a shout out, even my online moniker as a shout out. It's
That's how
surreal
I
to hear
feel
that.
when I pop on here.
We've got some grateful people in the chats if you want to read one of them.
Oh God, the worst kind. of
Why,
people.
Bob LeBlanc? Bob LeBlanc. It was nice. I'll read it. I am thankful. I realized we are all just individuals suffering under inherited ways of organizing ourselves, just like my mother and father. Celebrate life. I forgave myself in celebration. I'm good. Okay. So he forgave himself in celebration. Forgiveness. Thank
That's
you.
a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Self-forgiveness, because a lot of us do beat ourselves up.
Yeah, it's good.
I beat myself
somebody
up
asked
for recreation.
somebody
Mhm.
asked how old I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be 49, which is like 94 in Matt years.
Oh, stop.
In Matt.
Oh yeah.
yes.
No, like I hate new music, and I always have. When I see like kids on my lawn, I get furious. Like immediately, I'm like, "What is this?" And then I bring it down.
Kids
But
on your lawn?
Why?
just
Like, if
kidding.
I saw
Oh,
a kid on my lawn, I'd
God.
walk out with my goddamn sawing off shotgun and go to town. Like, you don't fucking get on my lawn, buddy. I got bear traps in my lawn. I got like fucking like those garden hoses with spikes in them. You don't want to fuck around in my lawn,
Ooh,
motherfucker.
Andrea.
should know better,
You've
right?
got
Yeah,
a goth.
you got to teach them a
gothic house.
goddamn lesson.
I
I
don't
wanna
want
pick.
any kids
I
here.
just feel old on the inside,
You're not.
crotchety.
I guarantee
Oh,
I
I
feel
see.
older than you do.
Is it a contest?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you win.
Oh, we look. I feel like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's have a contest. What is the oldest thing about you apart from age? Age
Oh,
is not.
I can tell you.
All right, go.
My spine.
Uh,
Is
I have
that
to-
is that it, or is it has to be a personality trait?
I mean, I think that counts if you've got enough spinal injuries. Sure.
I
Okay.
have
Boomer
What
to
did you didn't
crack.
clarify?
I
What?
have to crack my knees every morning when I get up. I get up.
What does
and
that
it's like
mean? You have to
crack.
crack your
It
knees.
hurts.
If
You
you
make 'em
stand with
crack.
your legs spread apart and move your hips, like rotate your hips to each side, you'll pull the outside of your knee enough to. And I just do that till it stops. Yeah, here we go.
Really?
Why?
So
Mhm.
you have a popping knee.
It's
Is
it
this
like
painful?
both
motherfucker wearing
knees.
a belt?
Do
Both
they
knees.
hurt? Do they hurt?
Am I wearing a
hurt
belt
now?
at
No,
home?
they
Yes.
don't. They're just a little
Okay.
stiff.
How else
I
do I
mean,
keep the
then I go play
pants
tennis
moving
for
around?
an hour and a half. So
Yeah, that's great.
maybe that's a sign of a senior sign as well. Playing tennis later in life. No, that would be golf.
Yeah, I played tennis as a youth.
No, but picking it up late in life.
Ah, I see. I see.
It's
A
like,
Jason.
well, I'm not
midlife
going to play
crisis
basketball.
tennis career?
Jason lives in a rainforest. What's a lawn? He was going back
Yeah.
to getting off the lawn. What's a rainforest? That sounds great.
Just
I
means
want to
like
live
get
in a
off my
snow forest.
property.
Oh, I know what that means.
Wait, what'd
Get
you
off
say?
my lawn. Yeah.
What'd you say, Andrea?
Oh, I want to live in a snow forest.
Oh, that actually
Come
sounds
come
amazing.
here.
Like pine everywhere.
Come here and visit when it snows.
That
I'll
sounds
never get
lovely.
her up here. I wish I
I'm
could.
not leaving my house.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I know. I know she will.
Nothing
I
personal?
hardly leave mine either, hon. So don't feel so bad. I know.
I live in Michigan, but it is the least woodsy part of an incredibly woodsy state. I live
Yeah,
right
you
by
are.
Detroit.
Okay.
Why?
How
Detroit's amazing.
how far are
No,
you
it's
from
just
a
because there's no
lake?
woods.
Yeah, fair.
How far are you from any body of water?
Never more than like a 10-minute drive.
Okay. So
I'm
that's a
I'm
positive.
yes, yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. And my
Great Lake.
nephew is a merchant sailor.
Oh.
So
Cool.
he sails along the Great Lakes. Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's the
wonderful.
most Michigan man that's ever been.
So
Wow.
no pirates out there
That's cool.
You
There's a
know,
couple
they're
pirates.
actually in
on the Great
the
Lakes.
in the time of Prohibition, and someday I'll regale you with stories after I refresh my memory. But the broad strokes are, in the time of Prohibition, there were pirates in the Great Lakes,
Yeah,
and they would
Karen.
battle with each other over booze being smuggled in from Canada.
Really?
Wow. There's a movie in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's a
Right?
story. Oh,
Or
Matt,
maybe a
Purple Gang.
comic
you
book.
pick
That
that
sounds
up.
cool.
Yeah.
It is. Why don't you guys collaborate on that type of story?
The
And
Great Lakes Pirates. They must have had
Yeah.
like some sort of name, right?
the Purple
Or-
Gang.
That's what it's called, the Purple Gang.
They were their ethnicity was Jewish, and amongst other things, they were big in prohibition. And the significance of their ethnicity is that a fun little fact is that you could buy concentrated wine if you were of the faith for religious ceremonies, and you had to mix it with water, but it was like religious religious grade alcohol.
Religious
And
Great
that's
Lakes wine.
yeah, that's how they got their start, and then they upgraded to whiskey from Canada.
These are the pirates.
They were one of many groups that engaged in just a ridiculous, like they engaged in early 1900s violence that you could get
Shit.
away with.
That's
Yeah,
really interesting.
they were a wild bunch, man.
I'm fascinated
The
by
Purple
this.
Gang. And who are the others? Who was the
We got
red
the
people
gang?
green
who were-
gang. You have the orange gang.
All the
Right?
Power
Yeah, we're the
Rangers used
green
to be
gang.
scumbags. Yeah, no, the others were people who were less organized and lethal than the Purple Gang. So their
Early
names are not written down
1920s.
so much.
Wow, that's cool. Early 1900s. Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I like the Great Lakes because Erie's not that far from me either, Lake Erie. I mean, it's a
Oh,
drive.
cool.
I used to live right on it across the street, but now I have to drive up there, but that's my heart.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Lake Erie.
Speaking of the Great Lakes, has anyone
Yes.
seen this goddamn explosion?
Yeah.
What's
That guy,
going on with that?
Oh, up
Uh,
in Niagara Falls?
that
Yeah.
guy
I can
was
tell you.
he was on the way to a Kiss concert, right?
Yeah. Well, and they were at the casino, and that's my area. I know everything up there. They probably were there since yesterday, left, because it was this morning. They were probably still hammered. Boom. Western New York is a
Driving
party
100.
town. Yep. That's where a lot of my friends live up there.
Well,
right
I
up
read
there.
on Fox News it was an
Yes.
Islamic Jihad
Yeah,
terror
I know,
attack,
right?
and that they're coming for us. So everybody, if you know any Islamic jihadists, I keep an eye on
Fox
them.
News.
Yeah. Turns
Yeah,
out it
I
was
got
just a
my
Buffalonian.
information
Yeah, a
from Libs of TikTok.
Buffalonian. Probably hammered. Oh, I can't wait to hear this whole story. I wonder if I even know them. That'll be funny.
To be
So
fair,
aren't they dead?
at 100 miles an
Well,
hour, they
I
are.
Or
mean,
maybe knew them as
Knew
in
that. Okay.
100.
Yes.
tense?
In
Yeah.
past tense.
Yeah, they are no
Past
longer.
tense. Past tense.
So check this out
Yes.
about the media hyping things falsely for clicks or whatever views. There was a guy who called into the Majority Report yesterday. He's a criminology major in New Zealand.
yes.
Now, I don't know if he's from New Zealand or from here and just in New Zealand for school or what, but he was calling to ask about how the media will hype crime leading up to an election and then afterwards crickets. And it wasn't the longest phone call, but it was a little bit late in the show, I think. But they said, you should try to get on air as an expert for that kind of stuff, like for the media,
Yeah.
for the news. And he was like, how would I do that? And they're like, I don't know, find out. And I said, I got on the Discord and the chat right away and said, hey, get that guy from New Zealand to email me. And he
Cool.
did. And I said, hey, I know a guy, Jake, who used to be in network news and radio and stuff. And I want you to call into my show Monday and talk about that a little bit more. And then maybe we can give you some tips on, we can just talk it out and see if there's any advice to getting like your foot in the door on
Well,
the
it's
news
just
as
like
an expert.
chickens. Speaking of, can
It's what?
so I was listening. First of all, thank you for that. And second,
He's
I was
coming on, by the way.
listening. What now?
He's definitely coming on, by the way. He's going to call.
Good.
Yeah, that's great.
I was listening to that, and thank you for the link as well in the Discord. I was listening to that while walking the Jack Russell, and I had some thoughts that are borderline unethical, and I wanted to run it by y'all.
Ooh.
Live on
okay.
stream, of course.
Let's hear.
Yeah. So to get this guy media trained, interviewing you, getting interviewed by you, getting interviewed by me, if we can get Sam to interview him again, get him to do the rounds.
Can I interview people? Am I
Mhm.
allowed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All
Mhm.
y'all just like talk to him at some point. So he gets used to being in front of a microphone and talking to a live yada yada. And then
Yada.
I've got a website.
La.
I could give him a crisp $5 or something to put up a couple like his thoughts in words on there. I used to be an editor for people's articles. I can go through and make sure it looks professional. But then he can call himself a criminal justice journalist.
Yeah, if he was on shows on air, he could make, what do you call those reels you make for yourself?
A reel.
A reel.
Exactly.
Just to promote him. Yeah, okay. Oh, for real?
For real.
But no, he could,
Real.
right? That'd be awesome because then he's like, oh yeah, no, I've done this a lot.
I have
And
hired
it's really just us like giving him practice.
God, I love manipulating people
yes,
with
first of all.
extreme precision.
Second, if anybody is dumb enough to fall for it, they deserve it.
Yeah.
Third, I have hired people with less experience than what I have just floated out there. I have hired people whose experience consists of they were a reporter for a community college paper.
I think
it's not out of the question.
I had so many questions about that call, though. I was like, is he talking about the media in the US or New Zealand? Like, is the mainstream media
Everybody
over there
watches
as
it.
corrupt as us, or
No. And everybody watches U.S. media. I have a worldwide audience. I have a New Zealander. They all watch and commentate and critique. Everybody does.
We got a
'cause
front row ticket to the freak
yeah,
show here.
We
We
are the
lucky.
Spectacle.
we are the freak show. Oh, I'm
such a
sorry.
spectacle? God.
Oh,
I
my
mean, New
God.
Zealand does do the same thing, and but you're right. It's worse here for sure. But New Zealand, he was talking during that call about
He
New
said that.
Zealand doing
Yeah.
that. But
Mhm.
you're right. It's ridiculous here. I'm still waiting on the caravan to come spilling over our borders and
I actually saw the
scalp us.
caravan the other day. I was just minding my
You
own
did?
business, and they just like went right on by.
You see, the
Andrea,
thing is,
what
they
was it
go
like?
so far north that they wrap around again, and then they just every 4 years the caravan passes through. And
Oh,
we try
sure,
to
it
stop
goes
them.
There's like a
on Lake
large
Michigan and
dust trail
Superior.
behind them, like in the cartoons. They had the tarp over it. It was the whole thing.
Sure.
They were all playing this
Ah,
game.
shit.
It's called Caravan. You ever heard of it?
Sure, yeah, they're playing Caravan. Mhm.
Yeah, Caravan, directed by the right wing.
Ringo is there,
Not the
with his
correct wing.
starter deck.
No, he wasn't there for long. Let me tell you.
That's funny. Hey,
Donald
Donald.
James. Making my rounds, liking everybody's channel, my man.
That's
Thank
cool.
you.
I like this. I definitely like it.
Well,
Let
can
me
you
give a
dislike
shout-out.
mine?
Oh, Matt's here. Matt Hunter's on the chat from New
Oh,
Zealand. He's who I was talking about.
Oh,
so you're
Yes.
talking about me. I
wait
was
a minute.
like,
Yeah, I was
wake
like,
up.
yes.
Matt
What?
Hunter is like my buddy. He's here. He said New Zealander is in the house. Yes, you are ridiculous in the
Kiwi.
USA. He agrees
Good
with
to have you,
me.
my friend.
Hi,
Is that an
Matt.
anti-Semitic profile picture that I just
No,
saw?
I love Matt. Oh my god.
That really hit me the wrong way, though. I was like,
I'm
I
sorry.
Sandy,
saw
are
this
you doing
motherfucker's
okay?
face. This
No,
guy was
I'm
like,
sorry. Matt Hunter. I should have said it right away. Both. Matt Hunter comes out of my Matt's wonderful.
I got to give a shout out real quick to
Okay.
Donald James X. The radio show I just did was inspired by Donald James because I've been listening to his like to unwind, just listening to him playing some really fun covers. And the other night, while I was high as a Georgia pine, I heard him again, and I was like, "Oh, he's live now!" And so I thought, "Eff it, why not? Let me just go live, and I'll play him off my stream." And we ended up just having a ball, just him playing music and me occasionally doing the old because I miss introducing music as a DJ, and I got to do that again. And now the bug, I've been bitten by the radio bug. So thank you,
cool.
Donald James, for inspiring me to start WYCD radio.
Donald James X, of course. It's the
Yeah.
10th iteration.
Yeah.
He
I
Indeed.
listen
inspired
also.
this show.
I listen too when I catch him.
This one?
And when I do catch him,
Was him.
I instantly get energy to do stuff because he plays lively things and he takes
Yeah.
requests.
Yes, I love that. That's
Yeah.
ballsy too.
Yeah.
That's like, that crosses a line. Like you have to have guts to be like, all right, let's see what these fingers can do. Oh,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
that. Next one.
It's cool. I like that. Everybody is so interesting in our chats. All of
Yeah.
everybody. It interests
Amy.
me. I'm so fascinated by all these people in the world that are just wonderful because we all foster very nice, nice people. We attract nice people.
Yeah,
All of us do.
I think
I'm
that's
delighted.
true.
I am
Mhm.
delighted by that. Shocked and delighted.
I'm very thankful for that.
There's a thankful
True.
word. Me too. Me too.
What is that face you're making? You feel you're like a kid who got away with something, like
Because I've
Always.
tried. I often think of inappropriately dark jokes, and I'm
Spit 'em
usually
out.
glad that I didn't say it.
Ah, come
My
on.
whole life has been about being a kid getting away with stuff. That's been from day one. That's all I ever wanted to
they're
achieve
trusting me
was
to
like,
drive this car, but I'm only like
Yeah.
7. What the
like,
fuck?
you're gonna make me the manager? Okay.
I wouldn't
Now we're all
recommend it,
gonna
but-
get away with it.
That's
Like,
funny.
yeah. I did hear a funny joke. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, of course we want to hear it.
Walter
Yeah.
Walter Matthau told this joke on the Tonight Show like in the 70s.
All right.
So this
Okay.
is just like a version of it.
Mathau approved. All right.
And it's in it. I was reminded of it because we were talking about feeling like a senior or whatever.
Can
So
you do a Mathau?
Feeling like
no, there's
Oh.
these there's these two guys in a convalescent center, like nursing home, and one of them is like complaining about how she's not regular anymore. He's like, I just want to do a good number one. I just want to, just want to have like a good, strong, healthy number one again. I just can't. And for that matter, I just want to have like, a good, solid number two. Like it's just changed now. I can't do this anymore. I'm just a regular and it's really bringing me down. And the other guy's like, I don't know. I do like I get up he goes every day at 7:30. I do a proper number one. And then every day at around 7:35, 7:40, I have a proper number two. So I can't complain there. My issue is I don't really get out of bed till 9:30.
Ew. That's kind of an ew joke.
I know.
Oh,
Ew.
Which one is 1 and 2? I keep forgetting.
It doesn't matter because there's only two. So it's like you can
And he's
the
not
names
getting out
are
of bed.
interchangeable. But anyway.
If you had the applause
Semi-related.
button, no. If I had my environmental
Semi-related.
coffee house flush of the day, I might flush that one.
I just bought dog diapers for the first time in my life.
Oh, I've had to do that.
Really?
They have a little hole in the back for the tail.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And we had so like my dog was feral and just didn't get it. She was feral for like the first 4, maybe 4+ years.
Wow.
And so it was like a full-time thing. And so there's like a
Oh.
denim diaper you can get over top of the diaper. So it looks like they have just like denim briefs on. It was the cutest thing. That's why I called my dog Monkey. Because I've always seen monkeys in diapers.
diapers.
And I was like,
Okay,
she
yeah.
looks like a monkey. So anyway,
But
I've been there.
did she finally ever learn?
Oh yeah. No, yeah. The
But
smartest dog of
4
all
years
time.
of diapers?
No, she was
Oh.
4 years
she was
living
4
in
when
the
you got her.
wild.
Got
Yeah,
it.
and lived in
Oh.
the wild. She was a
Wow.
wild animal.
Wow.
And
What
when
kind
I
of
got
doggy?
her,
Same place.
border collie. And when I got her, she was like, you mean I don't have to eat squirrels? And I'm like, no, we have food
Oh, wow.
set out for you. And she's like,
Yeah, but it's made out
indoors?
of squirrels, though.
She's like, what's indoors? And she
Oh,
didn't
I
get
love
it
this.
for like a week, maybe
Yeah.
8 days or something. And so we had to figure it out. She had never been to the vet, so
That's
she wasn't
amazing.
fixed or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took that on and you were successful.
I mean,
So this-
she had feral habits, but it's not like she acted like it was as if somebody had trained her. She was just so smart that she was obedient.
That's
It was
nice.
amazing.
Yeah, Max was like
Yeah.
very bizarre about inside for a while because he was like one of those like abused, chained up dogs or whatever the fuck. At least so I was told. I mean, so he would like pee inside all the time because he didn't know what the fuck inside and outside was. He
Yeah.
hasn't done that in a while though. But any day now, I think he's gonna try it again, just just to see what's going
Wow.
on.
My
If you
my
snore,
dog
can you
was
hear him
similar.
snore? Is that audible?
So you all have dogs. I'm the only one without a dog.
Oh,
you have
no,
a
Stan.
monkey.
I used to have dogs. Rottweiler, Shepherd Chow, Min Pin. I mean, I've had dogs. But now I have cats and I cannot do a dog with all these rescues, all these crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
it's a geriatric house. So I have a new kitten too. And that's been
Oh,
bringing me a lot of I'm thankful for that stupid little
What's the kitten's name?
Siku.
Spell it.
That's a good name.
Siku. It means ice in Inuit.
Ooh.
And he's a little white boy with just a little gray thing on the head. And I found the homes for the my other two girlfriends took the other two out of the litter that would have ended up, who knows, right? And so I wasn't going to do it, but so much joy. Not that, the other cats, there's only one that'll play with it because there's only another one that's kind of young, but I love watching the behavior. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yes, they are innocent, Vincent.
Have you ever seen that video though?
That video.
Animals are
are
innocent.
Oh,
God.
No, I don't know what that video refers to.
It was
Animals
like
are
these
innocent.
I forget the group. They were, pro animal, nothing wrong with that, but they wanted to make a rap. And that
Never.
is where they failed.
If
Or
never
they
make a rap.
succeeded in such a way that it's stuck with you for all these years, months.
You're not wrong.
TYT used to play it
All
weekly.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really watched them.
Oh,
Neither.
a purist.
I've seen a few clips here and there,
How could you not?
Oh fuck!
Hey, Sandy, you watched my members only live stream, right?
Yes.
What
I
do you think
liked
of
it.
that content? Because it was different
I
from what I
liked it.
normally. Let's not talk
Right.
about it because
No,
members
we
need
won't
to.
talk about
gotta
it, but
be a
I'm
member
going
to
to tell
see it.
you, I have a positive. I walked away feeling very positive.
Oh,
I
cool.
like the way you handled the discussion because it happens in not just this kind of behavior that you were illustrating. Members, you have to be a member to hear what kind of behavior, but it happens in other communities online also. And so you did a very good job. I was
Thanks. I
like
appreciate
very
that.
happy.
Thank you.
Does anyone see this fucking carrot on the floor?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You see how there's like a fucking hole and there's just like the stuffing is
Yeah,
all
they
over
love-
the
Oh
fucking place?
no.
Yeah.
You see what's going on here? Like, this is what I got to
Yeah.
deal with. This motherfucker's had a carrot for like 2 weeks and it's already everywhere.
Ruined.
Look at that.
I
like
wonder,
It's a corpse.
Andrea, what are
Count
they made
Snackula
out
got
of?
it.
What are they
Can
made
you,
out? I don't
yeah,
know.
can you mend it? Can you fix it? Can you
Uh,
maybe recycle them?
sure.
I don't know. Haven't had a dog
Oh,
chewing
no.
up shit in a long time. Just cats.
No, you want them to chew up dog
Dogs.
toys because
Yeah,
that
big
way it's
toys.
not like the remote or your shoe or
Right.
something,
This
right?
Right.
motherfucker, when I go out for a walk, so I have slippers because it's cold. Check it out. Pictured.
Yay.
This motherfucker, I came home the other day. It was very cold, and I was like, I'm gonna put my slippers on. This fucking thing was soaking wet. Why is it wet? Because he was chewing on it. Because he missed me
yeah.
or something. So he wanted to chew
Oh.
on my foot sweat like a fucking freak.
And you put
That's
them on
classic
with
dog
dog
stuff, though.
drool. Dog drool.
Well, yeah, of course.
Still
Yeah.
comfy.
No, yeah, I mean they're slippers,
Well, okay. So we didn't go to YouTube. Jake, thankful.
But
You
Thankful.
too?
I'm sure I said I was.
Andrea,
Yeah,
we went
Jake
through
went.
it, but did
Yeah.
you really go, Jake?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Matt weaseled out of it, and
Matt-
so did Andrea.
No,
Well,
I didn't.
I am
I
weasel.
said
No,
I'm,
Andrea,
I
we
am
know. I
abstaining
just
for religious purposes.
I'm thankful
just-
for all the guests who have come on the
Right.
show.
Oh yeah,
okay. I just don't remember
I guess.
specifically. I think
That's
Jake went
huge.
into another.
That is a-
yeah, yours was huge.
I would be
I'm
too
talking about-
actually if I had your guess.
This wouldn't be. We wouldn't be here now if.
No, you
True.
are the.
Yeah.
You
If
are
there's
the.
a ripple effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will be one thing on my members only live streams is I kind of want Jake to check it out. I'm gonna be one thing people have been asking for is a critique of other lefty shows. So that's
I
what
will
I'm doing.
happily join you in that critique. If
That's what I'm
there's an
doing. And
invitation.
I'm trying to make it thoughtful and constructive and not just railing,
was.
but
it was.
there's
It was great.
I don't think they're nitpicky, but I have things about almost every lefty show I've ever seen that I was like, I wouldn't do that. I don't think we should.
What about
do that."
mine?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Lay it on me. Let's go.
No, it's members only.
Oh no, it's on the members only.
So you're saying I have
That's
to
the
pay
tease.
to have you yell at me and tell me my show sucks? Is that true?
That's not thoughtful or constructive now, is it?
No.
So I
No.
wouldn't do that. But I'm glad that you thought I handled it well, Sandy. We can stop talking about it. But anyway,
Just so everybody
I
knows, it
gotta
was really
tell you,
good.
I
And he
gotta
gave me
confess.
What is
ideas.
this cryptic ass shit, man? Like we're doing a
No,
whole
if I'm
show
gonna-
about, like, we have this other show, and it's like you could give me money to find it, and it's like I won't tell you what's on it, but
Huh?
it's something.
if you have members, you have members only material. So
I have
I
members,
loaded
and
up,
I have
but it's
everything
just
is for
like
free. I
less
give it all
persuasive.
away. I don't have a fucking apartheid system in my goddamn community.
Andrea.
Ah!
Yeah, you
it's not
see
like
that?
that. It's not like that because
no, it wasn't.
the regular content that everyone gets, from me is
Mhm.
literally as good as I can do. So like
So what
I'm
you're
not
saying is the
saying
members' content is actually worse,
no, it's just more. It's not better. It's just more. I can't do
but you have
better
to
than I
pay to
already
see
do.
it. What's your lowest membership tier in dollars?
$1.99.
You want to hear the
Not
saddest
everyone
thing
has
of all time?
$1.99.
I know.
Literally, your old pal Jake is one of them. I got kicked out of your members section because
What?
I couldn't afford the $1.99
Oh,
because I
This is
hooked it up to
who
my.
you're fucking leaving at the door. Jake's getting bounced out by this
but
fucking
this is
guy
what
at
I'm
the
saying
fucking
is
front door.
my
Oh.
Fortune.
my regular content for everyone is literally the best I can do. So if you're a member, you're just getting more. And like one of the
Right.
membership, the highest one gets you 2 art commissions a year. So
And
that's
So-
how
kinda
much does
cool.
that cost?
Oh,
That's nice.
That one's $9.99.
So
nice.
$10, $120 for 2 pictures.
yeah,
a good
that's
deal.
very reasonable.
That's a fucking great deal. And it's your choice if you want it traditionally on paper
This is
or
like some
digital.
1984 shit. That is a great deal.
I
It
hate to
is.
tell you this, Andrea,
No, I think it
but
is.
we live in a capitalist society.
I'll draw
Yeah,
anything you want
we
up
do.
to, I think I say up to 5 people or animals or, so
And that is a professional artist. I mean, $60 per picture, that's a
what I
steal.
say.
That's a steal.
Plus all the
All the
other
super chat, all the chats you
the
get and
members only
the
live
emojis.
streams.
Before people freak out, I want to be clear. I switched my Gmail
Hi.
payment thing
That's what they
to
all
the
say.
account I use for my YouTube payments. So like when I get money from the show, which is very little because this is a
Hi.
relatively new show, and I like with my emails never can pay attention to it even though I should. So for the record, I'm not destitute and turning tricks for money quite yet. Don't worry, folks. I'm fine.
Good. That's
But
a relief.
very soon Christmas is
But that
coming.
was a shock.
And when I say Christmas is
yeah.
coming, I'm not joking. So stay tuned to your old pal Jake's channel, because the tricks are going to be turned imminently.
I will be
like
hoing it up for December.
Hoing it up. Dying. Oh, this is funny.
How about this? Since
Oh.
Andrea, for religious reasons, cannot list what she's thankful for, how about the three of us all list something we're thankful for about Andrea? Because she'll hate that.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm thankful for this is something I always think about when I think about Andrea. I'm thankful how I feel like Andrea and I are friends, but she likely doesn't feel like that. I love
Why
that.
are you
That's
putting me on
why
the spot?
I like
yeah.
Andrea.
Why?
You know what?
Andrea's
Just chill
Andrea's
and
one of
take-
those.
It's
I'm
nice.
thankful that Andrea is one of those friends who doesn't necessarily act like you are friends.
Yes.
Is that
How I
an
think we're
insult?
friends.
I
No,
don't
that's
know
how I
to-
know. No, it's because
Nope.
it's 100% genuine person for a change.
Yeah. I feel like when I talk to, I'm thankful for her frankness, and I am thankful also for her sense of humor, which aligns quite nicely. I feel with my own and most of us as well. Sandy, what do you like about Andrea? What are you thankful for?
I'm
There's
thankful
more.
for Andrea's wit and
Oh, there's more.
intelligence.
Oh,
All right, I'll
no.
stop. But you're intelligent, and I enjoy you and your analysis of current events. And so I'm thankful for that. I'm
Oh,
done.
no.
I could go on too, but I'm not. 'cause
I
there's a-
wish I could respond, but
It's okay. You don't have
for
to. We don't
religious
expect
reasons,
it.
I cannot. Yeah.
We don't expect it.
Sandy, when did you first find out about Andrea and Above It All?
2 years?
How?
Whoa.
Or I don't know, maybe it was even a little more.
How long have I
It was
been
during
doing
the
this?
pandemic. Maybe it was back in it's either 2020 or 2021. And I don't know, Andrea. I stumbled on you somehow. Somehow, I think you showed up in my feed, or I don't exactly remember, but I just was hooked every morning. Coffee and Andrea, 10 a.m. Eastern, every morning.
Nomiki Konst had Andrea on.
What?
And that's when I was like, because I
Wow.
remember it was Nomiki,
Yeah.
Andrea,
Yeah.
and I forget the other guy's name. What was his name? Shoot.
Roy.
No, he's
Napoleon
like
That
the
would have been
Legend.
amazing.
yeah, Napoleon the Legend. And
What?
yeah, and Andrea like owned the show. It was
Oh,
hilarious. She
Owned
was
it.
going off, and like I could tell that everybody else was just like, go. And they just weren't even gonna try. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And then because like I watch all the shows, so
Mhm.
I've always been surprised when I find somebody new. So then I was like, what is this? And I've been watching. Yeah, I watched every day since.
Yeah. My morning. I was devastated when she wasn't on in the morning.
And then on Jan 6 it was epic. She
Yeah, I
streamed
think
the
that
whole
was like a week or
thing.
two before Jan 6th, the Nomiki show.
Yeah, it was like leading up to.
Yeah, I did like a fucking, I think it was like a 17-hour stream that day or some shit. Like, cause I just started and I was like, yeah, I'm not going until it was over. And it was like 2 a.m. or some fucking shit.
I am so jealous of that. I was in a newsroom on Jan 6th, and I had a very similar experience. And God help me, I was in management by that point. But I remember like that was the beginning of me thinking like I gotta do something different, because what I am doing now did not prevent this from happening. And then when Ukraine kicked off, that's when I went to my boss and said like, all right, I took an honest whack at being an honest newsman. Now I'm gonna go be an internet ne'er do well. Have a good one, y'all. But
Do you quit your job and protest?
not of like what my job was doing. I just didn't see it as a path to truly changing the world anymore, at least not at the pace that I felt it needed. But what you did on January 6th is like what I lay awake fantasizing about having done and will never happen. What you did is, I think,
What I did? What did I
yes,
do?
covering it with the gloves off.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, well,
real
YouTube
saying what
time.
you
shut
want.
down my stream, so you have to like, I think I
Expertise.
uploaded it to like one of those fucking crypto websites. So if you want to go see it, I got the link somewhere.
Please send that to me in Discord if you don't mind. I would genuinely like,
Sure,
if you find it,
yeah.
I would genuinely like to watch.
Send me a
Cool.
fucking message and I will look at it in the morning because I won't remember. So I'm a little intoxicated. I'm sorry. Sorry.
A little.
It's 10 past the hour.
This
Thank
is
you for
fucking,
I
this
don't care.
motherfucker is
I don't
always
care.
like, excuse me, everybody.
I'm letting you know.
10
So
past the
anyone can
hour.
I
bail
know.
whenever they want.
Leave the
I know. I
show now.
usually leave early. I'm not ready to go yet. I'm fine.
Yeah, I never know. Being a Midwesterner, I'm used to goodbyes taking about 6.5 hours. So when I'm
Somebody,
hanging out with you
who
worldly
was
people,
it?
I never know.
Somebody said like one night I had like a call-in show. My call-in shows have been going for like 3 hours.
Yeah, you
And
have marathons.
and one night I said like, okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. And people like left the chat, and one person came back. Was it Wanda? Somebody came back and said, well, like an hour later, they were like, what's up with the Midwestern goodbye? That's when I
I will
learned
skin
that
the
term.
cat for that.
Because I guess Midwesterners like stand in the doorway like, well, we'll see you. Oh, and did I tell you about what
It
I'm doing
sucks.
tomorrow? And like an hour later, it's like, could you leave? Or
It's the worst. Hey, if you're
yeah.
from the Midwest, like your old pal Jake, first of all, it's not your fault. Second of all, when you are in the door, when your jacket is on, do not bring up a new it's the Midwest. There's snow outside. Do not bring up a new topic of conversation. No matter how bad you want to. You let it go.
So do we
I
want to talk about Israel then as we're
no,
starting our
Ugh,
goodbyes? Would
no,
anyone?
no,
we
let's
It's
don't.
not
We
bring
kind
the
of a
don't.
mood down and want to cry about everything.
Mainly
Let's
because it's in flux at the moment, and there's no
We have one
solid
piece of good news.
update on it until tomorrow. So we need to like get the solid update. But
tonight's
We
the
need to get the
thankful day.
solid, very much so like our
I
friend from the 1970s.
yeah, I used to do like Walter Matthau on the Late Show. But what I used to do was I would do what they call the Irish exit, where it's just like, did Matt leave? When did Matt leave? It's like
That's
gone,
what I
man.
do.
I
Yeah.
don't say goodbye. I just go, you know what? It's time. And then I roll
Oh,
and bail. I just leave.
bail.
Somebody told me Irish exit was an offensive term, and I was like, why?
Oh, everybody gets offended by everything.
I am fucking offended right now.
Like, what are the
I just want to
origins
say,
of that?
speaking of Irish people, shout outs to Joe Biden for being the first Irish Catholic president to make it this far.
Oh, this.
So he's doing a great job. And
Wow.
everyone hats off to Biden.
And he, yeah, right. And he pardoned the turkeys. And that's funny, Andrea.
Do you see that cake? That thing was, they're not eating that cake. It was all on
cake?
fire.
It was a
What
good
cake?
one.
His birthday cake he just had, was that photoshopped or it
I
looked
didn't
like
see it.
Oh, I didn't see
like
this.
he had, what was it, all 86 candles or whatever?
Oh, really?
I think it's like
He's not
99,
86. Didn't he just turn like 80?
like 106.
80? 106. Woo!
How
There's like I
old
had like a
is
great
Joe?
grandpa who was like
I'll know
106.
when to
81.
make a graceful exit from this, I think.
I don't know how to exit things, so I just stand here until Letterhack turns the show off because that way I don't.
I know I went
I
to bed
can't do it
last week
myself,
and you guys
so-
were still on the channel. I'm like, oh well, okay. And people were really happy the next day to watch the whole thing.
I'm really like
Yeah.
honestly, I'm held hostage when you think about it. It's
know
my
Chris
disability
Till
is
from
that I
UK
can't leave the
likes-
shows on my own volition, and the Letterhack manipulates this disability of mine, which should be illegal when you think about it. But we don't really live in a country of laws. So
Do you want me to investigate?
please, thank
I'll
you.
have to
I would
write everything
appreciate that.
down.
Yeah.
I'm going to investigate.
Yeah,
Call you
I picked the
congressperson.
judges over here.
No, I'll
okay?
investigate this. This issue.
We're raking in the
It's a-
super chats.
It's a workplace
salivating.
issue, guys.
Are we really raking in the super chats? Because
I don't
you
know.
know,
I'm
if you're
just
gonna
looking.
give a super chat, give it to one of the other 3 people. Don't give me any super chats. I don't need them. They need him more than me. So, like, just so you know, in the future, you know,
I'll do anything. I'll do
There's
anything
6
you
of them
want
on my channel.
for money.
this
my
fucker
God.
will do anything. Like, I won't do
Yeah.
anything.
You want me
Like,
to eat
I will
this? I don't know
literally
what it is. I'll
ignore
eat
it ever happening. This fucker will not do that. So,
Bad
Bad
lefty.
lefty.
Check out my members only live stream. No, I'm just kidding.
He was even polite
yeah, this
there.
motherfucker's like, you
Matt's
gotta pay
nice.
for the dirt.
You want to see me rage?
There are some nice guys in the world. There are.
I
mean,
almost
I could probably count them on my hand, but there
I
are.
almost lost it
Andrea.
on live stream the other night. I almost lost my shit
You
because yeah, within the
Why?
first 5 minutes because somebody mentioned a comic book that they had just read in the chat, and I was like, yeah, I was supposed to get that with my subscription, but it didn't show up, and you could see me realizing in real time
That
my
you didn't get
fucking
it.
comics didn't show up, and I was like, wait, it's more than one, and so I was like, I gotta look into that. I went on my phone and started ignoring the show while I looked
Oh,
it up,
that's
and I
the
was like,
worst. That's
I
the
was like,
I've been
yeah, I
there.
did this. I was losing it. And then for the rest of the show, I was like, it was coming in waves. I was like,
So
I'm
I
going to
can
have to
do
order
this
this shit on
too?
eBay. It's not going to be around anymore. It's going to be sold out. So, like, the next morning, I got up and ordered them on eBay. Paid like double the price, but
Why? You bought
I
it
could
already.
play.
I
like the-
reserved it.
Oh, so when you reserve something like that, that's a collector's item type thing. It
If they
comes
don't
yeah.
get enough, or if it's sold
you're
out,
online.
the subscription guy, I guess, is like secondary priority wise. And so they give them to all their live warm bodies in the store and they go, oops,
Well, yeah.
we can't send this guy his comics. So I was like, you fucker. And I reserved them like months in advance, like 6 months in advance.
It's like
And
that
What is
episode
the
of Seinfeld with
reservation
the
system doing here?
It's a subscription. So you don't you get a discount. The more you subscribe to, the more titles and individual books you subscribe to, the more of a discount you get. So some weeks it amounts to free shipping, and other weeks it's free shipping plus like 2 free books. Because I mean,
Okay.
I'm ordering a lot, and so I keep thinking to myself, with the amount of money I drop weekly, they should treat me like a priority. And then I was like, you know what? There are some nerds out there spending way more than me,
You're
and
supporting
that's
artists.
nuts. But
Fuck
yeah,
them.
but
Supporting
anyway,
artists, and
the
eventually,
books
like
are. I got the books, but
What
And they're not
annoys
even
me,
that good.
and you made it through.
that's how
we
I
should be
freak
past
out.
this. Like supply and demand, it's paper and ink. Okay, you've made the sale. You can see how many sales you have ahead of time. Print the thing. If you're confident enough to list it for sale, assume you will eventually sell all that you make. I used to hate that with video games too. Like they would sell out in like a day at GameStop, and I'd be like, back in the day when you had to wait for these things, I'd be like, if you know that there is going to be such demand, why would you not just click print 1,000 more times?
Those fuckers.
Those rat bastards.
I
Milo,
never waited in line for a video game. I can honestly say I'm not of that.
No, I waited
Well,
in
you've done
line for
things
some
with your life.
games.
Hell
Yeah.
What now?
I waited in line for a couple games, Halo 3.
Halo 2.
I
Heck
didn't
yeah,
have
sister.
I got a PS2 instead. I'm sorry.
Fair. A better
I know I
overall
bought
investment.
my kid those things.
Although you want to get into the deep nerd lore, I had a buddy hack my Xbox and put a bunch of
That's what
games
she
on it,
had.
and it was astounding.
I
That's the whole story.
Put a bunch of games
It's a
on
good
it.
story.
I've been rewatching Clueless Gamer, the Conan O'Brien thing, where he and his
Yes.
digital guy, the guy who does all his web stuff, they play video games together. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen this? Anyone?
Yes, it's delightful.
Didn't you
His
like
Fallout
float
playthrough was
doing
great.
this like with me at some point?
Yeah. So I'm bringing it up again. We got to do this. So like, I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm doing, and you're the
Or
expert.
just a reminder, I create games.
Yeah. So I'll be really,
Yeah, you're talented.
I'll be really like overly critical of. It's too difficult. It doesn't make any sense, and you'll
I
be
will
the
make an easy
frustrated
mode just for
professional
you.
who's like, "You moron! Hit X, or whatever." Anyway, we should do it. I
I'm
think it'd be fun.
Desperate for Matt to play New Vegas. Please play New Vegas with him.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. See, I don't even.
That's
know
like
what
a
that is.
90 hour. Like we can do that for the marathon stream. Like we'll just
Hell
keep
yeah.
going until New Vegas is free.
No, I don't play video games like at all. So if I need a controller,
great.
that's like a logistics thing we're gonna have to figure out.
Don't worry, you don't need
The
controllers
arts.
where I come from. We got
Mouse
mouse and we
and
got
keyboard?
motherfucking keyboard.
Done.
Yeah, controllers, those are for
Because-
the fucking Nintendo nerds, Nintendo dorks. They fucking with their little like things that like fucking, it's actually fun about a controller is I have like this finger thumb callus here from playing video games. Does anyone
Oh,
ever
yeah.
get these?
From
And-
drawing, sure.
Yeah, well, I
Mm.
stabbed myself right on the finger callus on accident. So there's like a hole in it, but I didn't
Mm-mm.
bleed because my playing video
Oh.
games saved my life.
It
I was like doing
Video
the
games
dishes and I
have-
fucking fucked my, I did something
Yeah,
wrong. I got
Bela.
Hmm.
so just
Wow.
and in
That
case
is
anyone
freaky.
ever, their parents walk in, are you winning, son? I got a finger callus that's gonna save my life someday is what you can respond to, with even.
Wow.
I have no calluses. I don't do manual labor.
Video
But
games are
no,
a
that sounds
sociological
insane.
experiment for me to watch people talk about them.
Well, it'd
Honestly-
be fun to do, Andrea. We should do that.
Sandy, the vast majority of my gaming experience comes from me watching my buddies play games I don't have the patience to or
But
finances. to play.
watching them on the internet, or
Not back
Like
in the
where?
day it was on the couch, but now
Oh,
yes,
yeah, they
I
came
watch
over and
games on
played.
the internet all the time. Because it is a
Right.
story, and when you
Sure,
watch it,
sure.
the transformative nature is how the person plays out the story, and
Sure.
it has its own charm.
Yeah.
Oh, I would imagine. I just never have had the time to sit and play. I thought
Sure.
about it. I should play games. I should give myself that that intensity of relaxation. It's a relaxation in a different way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
relaxing? It's a game, but
can
it's
be-
skill.
I don't
or
relax when I play
Unbelievable.
games
No,
because I
they're
speed run.
stressful?
So I'm like, got my cortisol is flowing. I got my heart rate.
Wow.
You know, I was like,
Wow.
We're not going to speed run, are we?
oh yes, you are. I'll teach you.
So this will
Oh
be
God, no. God.
this will be the worst in the world
Yeah.
and the best in the world.
Yeah,
Playing
But
the same
speed-
game.
absolutely.
oh.
I'll
So
give
I'm
you
gonna
this
do
one.
like
I'll give you
your
this one.
Pancho Villa?
You, if you want to, I will let Letterhack. You will premiere my latest Doom WAD. If you want, you can be the first one to ever play it. If you want.
I think people would tune into this.
They would. I would.
I'll ask my chat. Would you?
So
Maybe.
we gotta do it
Couple of
once,
people.
and then when
Just for reference, this would have to take place next week because I'm almost done.
and so people would say, "Wow, this is a hit," and then when we do it during a charity stream, they'll be like, "Oh my god, I've been
I mean,
wanting them to do this again for so long." Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. You got to narrate though, because I watch speedrun stuff all the time, but because I don't speedrun myself, I have no idea what things are being done.
I'll be
or
talking
why
a
it's-
lot,
But like,
a lot.
but Andrea, when you do like your next Doom thing or whatever, you got to put like an audio track. Like, all right, here I am attempting to do the X or the Y or whatever the thing is, or the double jump that gets me through the.
There's no goddamn jumping in Doom, you fucking idiot.
These are shoot 'em up
know.
games. Shoot 'em up.
Somebody asked you,
Do I get to shoot
Andrea,
stuff?
when is? Oops, sorry.
Almost certainly.
When is cooking coming back? We liked your cooking show.
I'll do a cooking show again at some point. I just, the creative juices, I got to get
Yeah.
a juicer.
I enjoyed them. You got to
would
get a
be-
juicer?
For
the
creative
juices?
juices. For the creative
Oh,
juices.
for the creative
A
juices.
creative
She needs
juicer.
a juicer. All right. Anybody in the
Yes.
audience? All right.
April 1st, I might do a cooking show that's like bachelor cooking. And it's just like, all right, so we're taking the ramen out of the packet.
I made butternut
I
squash
grew up
soup
poor,
today.
so I've had ramen like probably more than any human should. And
Aw.
you can find ways to make it that's actually good. And so sometimes like, I get nostalgic for that like really shitty good ramen. You just put some
Oh,
red
yeah.
pepper flakes in there. All of a sudden it's a whole new dish.
That's
I
a
mean,
meal.
holy fuck.
Pour out all the water, leave just the noodles. You put the spice packet on, and it's hyper flavorful because just
A
enough water.
Zillion grams of sodium.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
that's why
I
you
mean-
have to add the water back in later
Yeah,
after you've eaten
later.
everything, and then you just drink the water. Like a dog,
Counteract the
you just go.
Yeah, but you did learn to cook, Andrea, and very interesting dishes. So
I have
And
learned to
I-
cook. I will tell you this. I think most people my age can't cook. I will tell you that. I think older people can cook more than younger people.
mhm.
And that
True.
upsets me. I think that's weird. You ever see sometimes I look at like cooking shows on
Younger
YouTube
people
and like
can't afford ingredients.
no, they can afford
Yeah,
they can
but
aff-
I mean,
if you
she-
can
she-
afford Wendy's, you can afford ingredients,
yeah,
I'm-
there's.
Fair.
But
I'm putting
Andrea's
my foot
creative.
down on this fucking shit.
You're
my foot
creative.
Is
You're
down.
you're vegetarian. You're creative with what you've made, and I enjoy it because I like those kind of shows, cooking and gardening and all that crap. What happened to your audio, Andrea? We lost Andrea's audio.
She
Hello?
asked me to fix her mic, and
She might be pranking.
This
She
on?
might.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Andrea, I made butternut squash soup today for tomorrow. And I
Ooh,
thought about
lovely.
you because it's a good it would be a recipe that you would probably do. I grew it and made it.
fucking butter squash.
that's amazing.
Butternut squash, they're beautiful and they taste fantastic.
All right, I'm not a
Good on you.
fan, but I've squashed.
Yeah, it makes good squish soup. Yeah. Stuff you could can up to for the winter. And you save all your canned food for the winter and then you go, well, wait, it's not snowing yet, so I can't eat any of the stuff I stashed.
I got to learn how to can. That's something I haven't. I mean, I've learned, some of the basic stuff, but not like long term.
There's some good
Spooks me.
videos. I made a
Canning.
video on it. Well, she start with water bath canning. You'll start with the things that are easiest, in the water bath canning. That's how everybody starts. Then you graduate to pressure canning, which is how you really do prep food. Keep it for a long time. You can have a lot of good stuff. You don't have to leave the house like me for the whole winter because you grew it and canned it for the whole winter.
I am very familiar with pressurized canning in a certain direction. I will put it that way. So I've had a
Oh,
little experience.
okay,
Hmm.
cool. All right.
It freaks me out because I'm always like, if I ever can something, this won't happen to you. But if I can, it will just be botulism. There's no
No,
point in labels. It's all botulism.
it's actually not that hard. It's just timing.
Oh, I'll find a way.
Oh,
Ever
Jake,
brew
he'll
beer?
find a way.
I tried once. Awful.
Oh, we used to do it all the time. It was I loved it. It was so fun.
I tried. Well, let me clarify. It was wine that I tried to make, but like
Oh,
Difference.
alcohol in a thing.
yeah, I don't know about that. We used to the key to brewing beer is sanitizing everything like big time sanitizing.
Oh, I have experience with sanitization.
And then you have to cool the wort. This is part of the process. And what we would do is take it out back into the snow and cool it that way instead of using ice. So we'd say, brewed using Colorado snow, or we had some like
Ooh,
clever way of saying it to make
that's
it sound like
good.
wow.
Wow.
But really, it
Colorado
was just
crisp.
like the backyard.
You just threw it out the window, you know?
It was
My
like a
brother used
pile
to
of
do that.
snow that we made so my dog could go outside without having to like disappear in a foot of snow.
Oh,
I do not miss snow, you guys. We used to, God, the backyard would have snow for months.
I am
It was
eagerly
Yeah,
so
awaiting the
brutal.
first snow of the season. I can't wait. I'm
We
hyped.
haven't gotten any.
I'm like counting down, like every day without snow is like fucking hell on earth. Once the snow comes, everything gets better,
We
it's like
did.
peace has arrived, all the war has stopped, everybody pay
sucked.
attention. It's fucking it's falling from the goddamn sky like manna from heaven, it's crazy ass shit going on.
I hate it so much. Well, I mean, I
Well,
don't
you
hate
lived
it.
in
I just got over
Colorado
it.
snow.
Well, see, this is
Yeah,
the
It's
thing. I
too
feel like
changed
brutal.
people that
here.
hate snow, they really just hate capitalism because they hate having a car. What are cars? Fucking stupid. They hate roads. They hate walking on the fucking sidewalk because they don't know how to fucking do that shit. You don't hate snow. You hate capitalism, you little asshole. Fucking snow is
How about
great.
this? I can trace
You little ass.
every negative thing back to capitalism. I feel like every time I start railing on something at home and I'm like, you know what? This is what I don't like about that blah.
Oh,
And then I'm
thank
like, oh, you
you.
know what? It's just capitalism.
Yep.
I feel like I can trace every negative thing in my life back to,
Probably.
it originated because of capitalism.
A hell of a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I've had it capitalism attacking me longer. But you're
Maybe
right, Matt. That's a thought.
maybe we should
Wow.
read some of these super chats. You got
Okay.
Hey,
Why don't you
speaking
go
of,
ahead?
yeah.
How many fucking super chats are there and
a
why?
lot.
Super chat time. Thank you, everybody, because it's a beautiful thing. It
The
really is.
anti-corporatist $9.99. One love. Is that
Oh yeah.
is that the
Can you
symbol
put
for
them
love?
on the screen? Like, can't you click on them?
Yeah, sorry, I should be doing that.
What is this fucking shit? You're spending money.
I'm sorry. No, I just forgot that one thing.
Oh, you
Sorry.
just forgot that one.
So
Really?
I
is that
thought he
one
was
love?
making
First
a
super chat
Bob
of the
Marley
evening. The
reference.
first what you just forgot.
Hey, young people, what's that symbol next to
The
the
smiley
word
face.
one?
Or that's
Oh, that P? Isn't
it's a
it
face
supposed?
with his
Yeah,
tongue
it's supposed
sticking
to
out,
be
right?
yeah, but it's just not coming out as the actual emoji.
Okay, so that's
It looks
one.
Yeah,
like
back
just an
before
ear
emojis
infection.
happened, I thought y'all were the boomers here. We didn't have emojis back in my day. We had fucking
I love
equals
them.
and colon. If you want to get a little
Yeah, I
interesting, you
like
got
that.
semicolon,
T9.
You can use the fucking greater than, less than if you want to go for angry and sympathetic eyebrow. We don't need emojis telling us what to think.
Yeah.
Well, AC, give us some explanation for that.
I like them.
Omega Star $1.99. Great ideas. That's
I
we were
dig it.
talking about charity
The
stream.
streams, yeah.
This
Yeah,
is so
yeah, yeah.
sweet.
Aaron W. I'm a proud member. That's my channel. Unless
Yay,
Aaron W.
Aaron.
is a member everywhere else. But see, so Aaron W. can tell you, I did a members only live stream yesterday, and it's just extra content if you're a member. Right, Andrea? Matt
Wrong?
Hunter from New Zealand, $5. What's $5 in New Zealand? What do they call dollars over there? Is it still just dollars?
I think they trade exclusively in shells.
I don't know.
Is that anti-Semitic
I remember something
profile
about
picture?
rings.
Seashells. I can't even see that picture.
Oh yes,
Looks nice.
like the Vikings of old. They have bracelets and they use those as currency.
Yeah. Let Andrea go nuts on you.
Where Matt lives is beautiful too.
Don't
I've
worry.
seen
Eventually,
pictures.
I will get angry at everyone else in the program, and it will happen.
I'll have to put my
I'm
big
shocked
girl
I haven't
suit
got
on.
yelled at.
Reflect the
Big
Sun,
spender.
$10. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Much appreciated. Whoa, with the
Obsolete
$10 super
Optics.
sticker.
Yeah. Awesome. Super sticker.
Is there an ultra sticker?
Right into your local YouTube
Ultra.
rep and request one. Oh, hey,
Hi,
Katie Simon? Sigmund?
Sigmund.
Sigmund. $2 super chat. I'm afraid to draw, but I'll try. There you go.
We have the drawing. She said
You know,
she's
and
gonna do it.
This is
Take
the
a whack
thing.
You
at
got
it,
like
Sigmund.
3 weeks to practice.
Here's the thing, though. I'm afraid to draw. Okay? So it's
What?
not like
What?
that goes away. Oh, yeah.
That's depressing. I don't know if you're trying to be
No.
inspirational. That makes me very sad.
No, this is the thing. I heard an interview with Joaquin Phoenix recently, and he said being an actor is being okay with putting yourself out there for humiliation. And that's pretty much any creative that's doing things publicly.
I agree.
Sure.
I
So-
often humiliate myself in public for not money. Sometimes I'll do it for free.
Matt Hunter now at 20. Stay awesome, Andrea.
What the fuck?
Geez,
What
stay
the
awesome.
Raking it
fuck?
in.
I have a feeling she
Holy
planned to,
shit.
but an actual cloud, $1.99. Boom.
Could you
I just
imagine,
wanna-
by the way, like spending money on a live stream? You don't even fill out the comment field. Like you're spending money to get your
And you
little
just-
thing up there, and you just have nothing to say. Like, come on, man.
Here's something, an actual cloud, $1.99, $100 super chat. That's
much
pretty
better.
clever.
Motherfucker
That's much
gets me
better.
That makes up
every
for the
time.
blank one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Gets
does?
me
That's
every time.
crafty.
$100. Yeah.
Crafty.
I do want to say I'm just delighted to have members of the cloud community here. Hello. Please bring snow to the Midwest soon and leave
Yes,
Matt
us
out of
too.
it.
It's like if you show somebody a
Kiwi.
green circle and it says blue on it, and you're like, what color is this? I always say blue.
Yeah.
I'm just,
You would fall for everything.
my dogs are goth. $10 from California money. I'm just kidding. I think that's Canadian.
It's
It is.
Canadian.
My ODD wants to send you money. Okay. I hope that doesn't become too obsessive.
Can you see who these
Obsolete optics.
are coming from? Like, whose
So what
channel
you
these are
can
on?
do, is go to your stream and look at your
Get it?
individual
What you
chat
can do?
and cross
I don't know how
reference.
to do all that shit. I'll look.
Cross reference.
How do you look? Oh,
Pulling up.
okay.
That makes sense. And I am a little embarrassed that I didn't think of that.
I didn't know that either. So, I just didn't say anything because I don't want to be the first one to do it.
Much love to you, Sandy. Happy Thanksgiving. Another $10 from my
Thank
dogs are
you,
goth.
sweetheart. And she's recovering her knee. She's recovering.
Yeah, I hope that's going better.
Me too.
Obsolete optics, another 10. Wait,
Me too.
did I already? No, it's another one. Great. Okay, thanks. And look, another one. Are you meaning to do this?
Is this fucking real?
3 $10 super stickers so far from Obsolete Optics. Thanks.
I have no clue.
My dogs are goth. My
Oh.
meds make me more generous. Okay, somebody cut goth off. $20.
Yeah, she can't do that. She
Well,
has
if you're
to get
just gonna
that.
give money out,
I don't even know what channel I'm in.
Oh,
Turns out it was
An
mine.
actual cloud, $1.99. It's not mine.
the
I
fucking
figured it out.
flannel
Thank
channel.
you, everybody.
My
I figured
dogs
it
are
out.
goth. Ska
There's
is
video.
life. $10.
That's
Oh,
a
nice.
reference to the music we were listening to earlier. All music I play on my channel is Earth Ska.
Ah.
This
Reflect the
is
Sun,
nice.
$20. Andrea, I resemble that remark. So somewhere along the line, you said something
Ah.
somebody can relate to. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Euro.
You got to leave the context in because, and thank you for that, by the way. But, what remark? What is that? I don't know. I don't have a memory. I'm a habitual weed user. I'm addicted. It's got a hold on me. I don't have a memory. I'm just like that guy in Memento, I don't know anything. I can't remember anything.
I'm guessing it had to do with snow.
For the record,
Yeah,
she
because
means
y'all
Guy
are the
Pearce,
snow
not,
hater.
Carrot.
Like, I hate snow. I moved to the south to get away from it. You moved to a Republican stronghold just to get away from the snow. Like, talk
Hey,
about a
I'm fighting from within, okay?
yeah. I tried that. I
I'm
tried
a
that. It didn't work.
progressive pebble in a big 26-mile lake of red.
Yeah,
Okay?
and I
Me
have
too.
experience with that, and it's
And
Me
it's not
too.
as good.
And when I moved from Colorado, I packed up literally everything except the snow shovel, which I left leaning against the front door for the next guy. I put a bow on it and was like, for you.
Good luck, buddy.
Honey,
Get to
soon enough,
shoveling.
Colorado won't be getting the snow they used to get, and we're sure not. And
I
they
have
just
seen the
came.
14th Amendment thing, by
It's
the
been
way.
snowing in Colorado since like October 1
Well, yeah,
this
they
year.
right. El Nino
I
year.
gotta move to
Uh,
goddamn
Hey,
Colorado.
Andrea, did you
0
hear that the
PE.
court ruled Trump did engage in an insurrection on January 6th, but the 14th Amendment doesn't apply to presidents, so he'll be on the ballot. Courts
That is
in
But yes,
such
Michigan and
horseshit.
Minnesota.
The
Oh
thing
my
is, though,
God,
is
I
that
hate
it's
that.
just gonna go to the Supreme Court, and they're gonna he's gonna be totally exonerated. So, like, none of this shit
Yeah.
actually means anything. But like, it
That
is
is a
very interesting that actually happened.
it's a cowardly judge, in my opinion.
Thank you, Obsolete. That's for Melanie. That's awesome. Okay.
Look, if y'all want to go into detail, so you don't have to super chat that. Just come to me in my next show. I'll go off for a while, but that is a cowardly judge, in my opinion.
How about you just go off
they
right
were
now?
looking.
Let's do it.
They were looking for a reason not to hold Trump accountable, and
Yeah.
He's accountable. He's disgusting.
No,
it is a disgrace
thi-
to the legal
This
profession.
this is literally everything that they're coming after him for ever.
Yeah.
Nothing will come of it. It's all this. There's an investigation. Bob Mueller's going after him on Russia. And now he's in this court. Now he's in that court. Over and over and
Do y'all
over. His
remember
whole
when
life.
they fucking
Nothing
did
will
that
happen.
like celebratory Mueller report
just
reading?
keeps-
Does anyone?
Yeah. And he just keeps getting. Yeah, there was like, we've got a guy in the back who's just sitting here reading it.
He's truly
quickly
Teflon
and
Don.
it's
And even he went to prison.
Like I don't really like that name because that's like a superhero name to me. Like I think I think just criminals get away with this shit, especially when they're in politics. It's disgusting.
That's why he went to politics.
And rich.
His own
Or he
lawyers
was
are
rich.
guilty, but he's not. It
Right.
drives me
Well,
nuts.
his top lawyer went to jail for the thing that he told him to do, and somehow he's not in jail yet. It's crazy.
They keep making the calculation that we, the people of America, won't care or will let it go. And
But
unfortunately, they
Americans are
keep
fucking
being correct.
stupid.
Yeah.
Like Americans are gonna vote for Trump again because they're all fucking dumb. You see this
Thank
fucking
you,
shit with the Biden
Obsolete.
polling. Like, don't get me started on Joe Biden. He's awful. But like, Americans are so goddamn fucking stupid that they're actually gonna let Trump win again. Like, you see this swing
Oh my
state poll
God.
that came out where like Trump's winning in like 5 out of 6 swing states. Give me a fucking break here. Jesus goddamn Christ.
An actual
Keeping it on
cloud,
target.
$1.99. Run cold H2O when you're straining your pasta to save pipes.
What the fuck
All
does
right.
that mean?
H2O is water.
Yeah. Run the
Oh,
cold water on
so-
the pasta.
Why would
Obsolete
I
Somehow
put
that
optics.
saves
fucking
the
cold
pipe.
water on the pasta? Tap water
no.
in my fucking country is poisoned. It's got lead. It's got fucking chloroform. It's got
Room
chlorine. It's got other.
temperature filtered water.
Don't
No.
buy it
Don't
in
pour. He's not
plastic.
saying pour it on the pasta. He's saying pour cold water down the drain at the same time you're pouring the boiling water down the drain, so you don't have the heat
See,
expanding
this is
your
a
pipes and
Midwestern
Right.
wrecking them.
trick. This
There
is
you
a cold
go.
place trick.
Yes.
Obsolete
I
optics.
swear
Gifted
to
5
God, this motherfucker
membership.
I
should pour the
know.
water
Thanks,
on the
Brett.
pasta.
That's really
Baller.
nice. Now I'm literally going to have to do. I'm going to do member stuff too.
I'm not gonna do it.
It'll
Fuck
be
those
fun.
pipes.
Fuck the pipes. I gotta worry about stuff like that. But it had not this year yet. It's been in the 40s. We've had a few freezing nights, and I have a rainwater catchment off my roof. I did let the water out because I don't want that to crack. It's for
You
watering
know, it's illegal
plants.
to have rainwater collection in most states.
We're not here. Nobody cares here.
Like, how
We're all
cool
off
is
the
it?
grid. We
For
all
It's
have
safety
it.
illegal to have a bucket in your front lawn. That's so
I have
good.
an outhouse and I have a rainwater catcher system and a whole 9 yards. So
Oh, that's
Fuck 'em.
awesome.
fuck them. And a greenhouse. Yeah. It took me a long time to be where I want. Now it hurts to do everything, but I do
My-
it.
My father-in-law just built a compost bin. It's
Good.
pretty sweet.
Very
It's
nice.
huge.
Hmm.
It's like
Are you
6 feet
familiar
long.
with like people putting leaves in plastic bags?
Oh, I
Like, you know
hate
how people
that.
do, like, so like we get all the
Oh.
compost and then we bury it in plastic so that it's as minimally effective as
insane.
possible. Like, future
Why?
generations are gonna like be digging in the dirt. Oh, we found a plastic bag full of compost.
Actually, Andrea, I think
don't
a
get
lot
that.
of places are now doing it. They're making soil. They are collecting from people the leaves and people have turned it into money. I mean, then you sell the soil. That's how they're making soil for the landscaping.
Well, I just want to
places, some of
also,
them.
while we're talking about leaves, I just want to
Yeah.
say this. If you rake leaves, you're a bitch. Okay.
No,
Just
I don't
putting it
rake
out
leaves.
there. You don't like, who the fuck rakes leaves? I never understood this.
I
I
don't.
always get told by my parents, you gotta rake the leaves. Why? Why the fuck? They're just gonna fucking fall down again. Oh, well, it looks good. I don't care if it looks good. Like the raking leaves, every second you spend raking leaves, I could be playing video games. I could be doing something more fucking
But it's
beneficial with my life.
So,
But like, what
I
is
you
this
gotta
I
be
raking leaf
crazy.
phenomenon?
I was
I go
raised
around, I walk around. I'm still going. Just hold on, I got more. I'm walking around the neighborhood and everyone's got these big piles of leaves in the fucking, like, what are you doing? Like, are you so fucking deranged with your life? You have nothing better to do at all that you're raking leaves for entertainment? Like, what the fuck? Like, is that like the COVID brain damage? Like, you don't even know what you're doing
No,
anymore.
it's
You
the
just wake
yard
up, you
has
walk
to
out,
look good.
you just fucking.
Well, if you don't, in the springtime, you're going to have a thick layer of wet leaves
now.
on
Here's
your
the
lawn.
thing. I was
That's
raised.
where you get the lawnmower and you just mow them up.
I was
Or get
raised.
rid of lawns and just let them grow in.
I was
Now, that's
raised in a
true.
religious
my house.
family, and we had a big yard, and we always had to
sorry?
rake leaves. And I would ask my parents, "Show me in the Bible where it says we're supposed to rake the leaves that God clearly wants on the ground."
No.
Right? And they were like,
No.
"Oh, just shut up and rake the leaves." I was like,
Oh
"Mhm.
my
I
God.
think you're making
Really?
up your own rules." If God
Conformist
wanted
fucking
us
zombies.
to rake the leaves and have the city come pick them up or in trash bags or something,
That's crazy.
why do they fall off the trees? It makes no sense at all. But so I like
I've never done that.
I read one time that Buddhist monks will rake leaves and then go to the tree and shake it just so a little bit of leaves are still on the ground. I think that's nice, but
That's kind of cool.
yeah.
But why do they
something there.
fucking rake the leaves in the first goddamn place?
I think because it's safety.
Safety?
You
You're
can slip
telling
on them.
me raking leaves for safety?
Aesthetics, because the
Snakes live
Americans
under 'em.
like their yard.
Oh, snakes live under them. Wow.
In
How
South
about you
Carolina,
don't
that's a
fucking
real
walk
thing.
through leaves? How about
It is
this?
a real thing. It's a real
Don't
thing
fucking
here,
walk through the
actually.
goddamn leaves. Why are you walking through leaves? Back in
I
my
have
day, we jump
snakes
into
in my
leaves. You don't
garden.
walk through leaves. You jump into them face first.
There's
You
snakes
Yeah,
in
slide.
those leaves
that's why
here.
I rake leaves, to have a leaf pile to jump in.
There's snakes.
That's the
in those
best part
too.
about snow. You put all the snow in one giant fucking pile, and then you dig a tunnel.
We used to, back in the day, my siblings and I used to pile up snow beneath a second-story window, and then we would leap out into that until the snow pile. And basically, the idea was the snow pile would go down a little bit each time a kid landed in it, and it was sort of a challenge to see who can jump with the least amount of snow. I don't know how we didn't break our legs, but
So let
I'm
me
gonna
get this
do it this
straight.
year again.
As an intelligent young child, you decide let's jump
What?
out a second
Already
story
off.
window for recreation.
Let me
Oh.
edit that. As a young child, I
Yeah.
did. Yes.
Wow. Onto the
Still
leaves
working
that
on
were
that
covered with snow.
I hope that
Ah,
there
I'm
were
sorry, I
leaves
didn't
under there.
advance in the year.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever lived anywhere where I ever really rake leaves much, where we did. And when we did live in the suburbs, we just let them go to the side of the fence. I don't know. I don't think we ever did.
Yeah, those fucking motherfuckers. I was out for a walk the other day,
Maybe
so
my
I saw
husband
some
did.
dumb bitch raking leaves. Like I was like thinking about
Jesus.
heckling her. You know, I was like, "What are you fucking
Andrea.
like? You're doing this in public? You know, like kids can
Came
see
out of
this. You
nowhere.
know."
What's up,
Jesus,
nerd? What
That's
are you doing,
funny.
raking?
Oh my
What an
God.
fucking
asshole.
raking leaves in this time of year. The
Yeah.
fucking world is exploding, and you're raking goddamn leaves. You have nothing better to do.
Yeah, I do go through that. Yeah. I'll say
Well,
this. I want to live in a setup like Sandy has. I think that sounds so nice. Just to make your realm
hard
whatever
work.
you choose.
It's hard work, and when your house is falling apart, you got to figure out how to fix things. But I mean, it is nice. It's what I always wanted, and it's just I'm here.
That's
Hey.
a very thrilling endorsement. I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what else to say.
We were talking
I'm
about
very blessed. I'm thankful. Don't ever think that I am not thankful for everything. I worked hard in my life, but I'm very thankful to be able to do this, to be able to live
Everybody,
where I
it's
live.
47 minutes past the hour. Thank you for joining us.
I was talking about snakes,
you.
and it reminded me. Do you know what they call a snake that works for the government?
I don't know what.
Civil serpent.
Civil serpent.
Do you know why snakes don't drink
Uh,
coffee?
No, why?
Because it makes them viper active.
See, it's dad joke time. Yay! You need an applause button.
What's
No, mine won't work.
You know who my favorite snake author is? This is dumb. I'm not doing this right.
Oh no! Come on.
No. Who was your favorite
Spit
snake
it
author?
out.
William Shakespeare.
Do you know who my favorite snake author is?
Oh shit! Who? What?
Stephen King.
Oh, snake author.
You
Good
just
one.
hold the S.
I think.
Okay, fine. Stephen King Cobra, you dick.
Well, but like William Shakespeare, that's like William Shakespeare. Snakespeare. Get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I was checking.
Snakespeare. Oh.
People in the
Do you
chat
have
are
deer
loving
where you live? Do you have deer where you live, Matt? Deer? Yeah.
I have. I'm not kidding.
Wildlife.
This is not an
Lots of
exaggeration.
wildlife.
There's like 5 or 6 deer in my yard every day. They hang out.
When I lived somewhere once,
They don't get scared of
know,
me either.
I've often lived in places. There was one spot that I lived where like there would be this like in the morning, there'd be like deer, like multiple, because that word there's singular and plural. So if I just said there'd be like deer, you have no idea how many. There could be like 30 deer there. You wouldn't fucking know because
Be like,
we
which
live in a
one?
world with language. Yeah,
'Cause
but
I'd
there was
love to
like
be
I saw one
Randy's
time.
great, but Terry?
Oh, that guy's a fucker. But yeah, I saw one time that I was, I
chipmunks,
was just. I walked outside in the morning, and I was like getting the mail or something. And I saw like 4 deer just like run the fuck away. Like they were leaping, it was crazy. I was like, oh my God.
We have
Well, it's hunting
armadillo
season here.
as well. I have like
I never
20
steal your paper.
armadillo in my yard. one time.
Armadillo.
You
I
have
saw like a
armadillo?
video, or not a video,
Wow.
but a news article of someone shooting an armadillo and then like killing
You're
themselves.
allowed to. Oh, yeah. Well, you're allowed to
Oh.
shoot pretty much anything that comes into your yard here. It's so ridiculous.
What about human beings?
Yeah, here too.
especially. Yeah.
Well, I mean, New York,
I'm moving to South
it's
Carolina.
It is hunting season. You got to get permits.
It's hunting season on my
It was
front
bow
lawn.
season. Now it's shotgun season opening. And I've been watching on my trail cam for my baby. I have a mom and 2 babies that live here, and I haven't seen them lately. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
we have-
please, I
Oh,
would
they're-
hope nobody would touch them.
They're coming out at night now. They know. They come out
Yeah.
after dark.
Yeah, they're
You ever
moving.
think about these motherfuckers that go out there and shoot things with guns and then
I
go
can't
like, "Oh,
stand
I'm
it.
so
I
strong."
live there.
Like you're strong, motherfucker. You're on like
I
fucking
can't
14
stand it.
different heart medications. You know, you fucking eat like 15
It's
donuts
so
a morning, and you have a little
infantile.
fucking gun stick.
My
and you think you're
ex-husband was a
strong.
hunter, but he
Well,
was an
fuck your
outdoorsman.
ex-husband. He's a
Well, I'm
cocksucking
not
bitch.
married to him, but
Yeah, fuck
but he
him.
did teach me a lot about outdoors. He taught me a lot, so I can't say that
All
was
right, unfuck
totally.
him.
Yeah,
So
but I mean,
there's two
go ahead.
distinct class of hunters. Trophy hunters can go
Yeah, they're horrible.
themselves
Here they
because
eat
they are the
them.
worst human beings. That said, there are hunters who do the unpleasant work, or maybe they enjoy it. I don't know,
Here.
but I would not, and I know this work needs to be done. The unpleasant work of culling sick populations.
Oh, that's the
Uh,
DEC here.
Sure, yeah,
Mhm.
and
Trace
in
it all back to
Michigan,
capitalism.
Yeah,
well,
you can, most definitely.
in this case, not so much, because in Michigan we have wolves again, in large part because of the work of volunteer hunters.
I say,
ironically,
let there be wolves.
Yeah, we have
well, yeah, you can't.
coyotes
The
and wolves.
issue is we have effed the environment, at least in Michigan,
Yeah.
too much in order for for the population to have recovered naturally. So there needs to be very precise numbers steadily growing, and those numbers we cannot support having deer that are going to die in 3 months eating the resources that deer now need. It's effed up, but
Jeez.
this is
So-
if we
sort
don't
of
want them to live in captivity, then it must be done.
this is sort of related, but also kind
Wow.
of changing the subject. There was in Yellowstone some years ago, they realized that they had to introduce wolves to the
Yeah.
environment to course correct some things that were going wrong. Like the rivers were messed up, and because animals were in one area and they needed them to move around. And it was 12 wolves. They called it the 12 wolf solution. And I was like, I started to use that term at work because I was doing like logistical nightmare stuff in my
Yeah.
job. And I said, we need a 12 wolf solution. What can we drop into this situation that will immediately course correct everything? And we were doing that on a regular
That's awesome.
basis. People were like, oh, yeah, we just need to find the one thing that we drop into this scenario that would change it all. And I was like, it's either personnel, process, materials. And I was like, so what's the wolf that we need here? And it would get everyone
love that.
thinking creatively. But
That's
somebody
lovely.
just, and that's way off topic. Somebody just said Trump's son, I think, about hunting. But
Oh,
They're
God, yeah.
disgusting.
this is
They
what I
pay
Trophy hunters.
farms. They're
This
not
is what
feeding their
I-
families like
right.
here.
But this is what
where
I
live.
heard somebody say this the other day, and I was like, fuck yeah. They said, stop calling them Trump's kids. They're adults. They're
Yeah.
they're like Trump's kids were his kids.
Yeah.
He has a kid who I think is a minor. The rest of these guys are
How
like,
fucking crazy is that, by
Oh.
the way? Like just
He's
the
definitely raising.
existence of Baron Trump. Like in his name, everything about him is just like, oh man.
Is he hunting
Well,
yet?
his father may be a Slovenian basketball player. Just gonna toss that out there. Look up the
Yeah.
pictures. All I'm saying.
think
He's
about it.
very tall. Yeah.
But I hate that they do that. That they're like Trump's
Yes.
kids, but then
Yeah,
it's
true.
Hunter
Well,
Biden.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
first and
Yeah.
last name, and
That's funny. The
I mean,
media
in
double
defense
standard.
of people who say Trump's kids, one of them is literally named Donald Trump. So
Yeah, Junior.
Yeah, I
Junior!
understand that, but
makes it
Huh?
even more easier to distinguish. It's Donald Trump Jr. versus Donald Trump.
I prefer calling him Donald Trump 2, you know? Like that's how I refer to like Joe Biden 2. If you didn't know, he's also a junior. We have
Second
Barack
best.
2, Barack Obama 2. He was a junior as well. I don't know if you
was
knew
he
that.
really?
We have George
I-
Bush 2. Like every
Oh, yeah.
president's a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, it was George Bush, Obama,
Melanie, you're funny.
and then Joe Biden. They're all 2.
Ah,
Right?
Joe Biden, best
Jeez.
Republican we've had since Bush Jr. Said somebody. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
easily. Easily.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment. Actually.
I don't know.
I-
Obama was a pretty good
Oh.
Republican. his
Rosalind Carter passed away.
his healthcare plan was Mitt Romney's, so
Yeah.
it's a pretty Republican thing
Yeah,
to do.
I remember that all of that negotiation, and the companies were just hounding them not to do it, not to do it, not to do it. The big insurance companies.
Yeah. Surprise,
Yeah,
surprise.
I was in HR at that time, and it was, people were fighting in the office over it and everything, and because we had to change a lot of policy once it came
Hey,
in.
America. Insurance companies are trying to kill you, and they're succeeding. We should get
And
rid of them.
then that October
Medicare for all.
Halloween season, a film came out, Saw 6,
Oh, yes, the Saw.
where they kill all the health
All
The
insurance guys.
Saw.
all the
We reviewed that, guys. Was this the first show we reviewed it?
I think it was the
I think
second one.
Second
second.
one. Second one.
Andrea told me to watch it, and I ended up watching a recap of Saw 10 because I couldn't remember the right thing.
Oh no, yeah, you didn't.
There's
see
a
what we
new one
saw.
out. Have you seen the
Yeah,
newest
Saw
one?
10 is so fucking good. It's
No.
like it has no right being that good. It's kind of like an
Would
insult
you-
to like the rest of the horror genre of how good it is. Like we can make horror movies that are this fucking good. Holy shit,
Andrea,
man.
would you say that you're thankful for the Saw movies?
No, I'm glad they
Ivy.
exist, but
She paid
Oh,
money for 'em.
shit.
No need to be thankful on that account. Oh wait, maybe she didn't. Never mind.
oh, I definitely paid money. I got that shit day one on streaming. It was like
Nice.
fucking $15. I'm like, yeah, hell
Where
yeah,
you
I'll pay
rent it for
$15.
20 or whatever?
Yeah,
Like a
fuck yeah,
joke.
for Saw. I'll do that shit for Saw. No kidding.
Also did a movie review on my members only live stream.
Ooh.
So
This
if
is
you
just
want,
like a fucking big, long 2-hour
if
commercial.
you want to know what
for
I
this
think
fucker-ass
about
com-
Miller's Crossing,
Oh,
you guys ever see
what
Miller's
else?
Crossing?
Yes.
That was a great review. Yeah,
It's
that was good
so
because it
good.
was 1990 when that came out, and and I remembered it. It
Didn't-
stirred up all kinds of memories. It was pretty good.
Oh,
I did all
the
this-
Tommy gun fight. Oh,
Yeah, dude. I did
Yeah,
all this
rad.
research about, can I show movie clips on YouTube? And they're like, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And then the next morning, you will not be able to monetize this because
Oh,
Fox
it's music.
copyright. No,
Oh,
and
really?
that's the
With
thing
the
is I made
fucking-
sure there
That
wasn't.
sucks.
But
You know what?
oh well, I
If
mean
you
I
have listen, have a
don't need to
second-
monetize
I
that.
do
It's
this.
weird.
I have a
Yeah.
second channel, and if I make some kind of big video and I know that something's going to be, I just upload it on there to see if it's a copyright before I use it on my channel.
How much of a bother is it to do a second channel? Like, do you have to
Well,
do
I've
a
had it
new email
forever.
address?
I've had it for
It
so
is a
long. It's
fucking-
Sandy
it's a
Blue
shit
Ocean.
show.
It's my political channel, and I have political videos I've made up there. That's it.
Interesting.
And I've dumped things like family
Um,
shit, and I put it and make it private. But no, I it's not a pain at all. It's
I
Sandy,
disagree.
It's called Sandy
It's-
Blue Ocean.
It's a huge pain to
Hmm.
make a new one though, because you
Oh,
can
well, I
only
did it a long
verify
time ago.
2 channels per year with a phone number, right? So if you want to make a third channel, you need
Oh,
to
I would
fucking
never.
beg somebody you know, like, hey,
Oh.
can I use your phone number for my YouTube channel? And then they go like, what the
Oh.
fuck are you doing? Because I made
Well,
the
why do you
2
need
channel
3?
recently.
Oh,
That's
right.
maddening.
You wanted okay.
I
Yeah,
would
this
like
one was.
to.
I was going to make it a political channel, but I don't have enough time to do that and an environmental coffee house. It's just that's too much.
I would like to point out that
Yeah.
it's midnight
58
on the East
minutes.
Coast.
It is, and
Yeah.
I have to get up in the
Happy
morning and
Thanksgiving,
go for
everybody.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, very
Thanksgiving
nice.
really is like the worst fucking holiday.
Well, sure.
Like
It's
Christmas
Well-
at least
commemorates
has
the
like you're
killing
giving
of.
presents to people. Thanksgiving is a bunch of fucking stupid morons show how much they don't know how to fucking cook and they yell at each other all the time.
Yeah, and it
Like it's just the
commemorates.
dumbest fucking
it
holiday. I hate
commemorates it,
Thanksgiving.
sort
I
of
fucking hate
slaughter.
Christmas. I hate all of this fucking shit, and I resent anybody that enjoys it. If you enjoy Thanksgiving, I hate you too, motherfucker, because you're part of the goddamn problem. Oh, you want to have a party with your family? Well, first of all, who's having parties in the fucking pandemic? Second of all, why not choose another fucking day of the week? Why not choose another fucking week of the fucking year, for Christ's sake? You're gonna go on the busiest travel period of the whole year to see your
Well,
stupid
it's the
fuck uncle
busiest
motherfucker?
because it's stupid
I'll put it this
Thanksgiving.
way. I'll put it this way. To have all the holidays we have where the banks are closed and people can take off work and not have
It's
a
cold.
voting holiday is some bullshit.
Yeah,
You
there
Yes.
should have
We
a
need
day off so
voting
everyone
holiday.
can go vote. And this whole thing where it's like, Oh, we
Yep.
ran out of ballots. Guess what? I don't have to work tomorrow either because I'm coming back when you have more ballots, right? This is
I saw
bullshit.
the story of like it was
Yeah.
like Mississippi where they
Yeah.
just so happened, all the black
Oops.
people, no ballots. All the white
Surprising.
people, we have like tons of ballots, bro. You want to fill out 5? We got 28
I
ballots.
don't believe
If you're
you.
black, sorry, we don't know where they are.
That's
It's just
pretty
and it's
shitty.
and
Andrea.
by the way, the white
shitty.
racist won. So just so you know,
In Mississippi, black
Yeah.
people getting treated differently than whites?
it's insane.
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
and all the Mike
Jeez.
Lindell's all over it though. You guys don't worry because oh wait, no, he's not. But
Boy,
this
that's
is the
awful.
thing is
Yeah.
you're gonna have holidays that can be marketable and you can sell decorations and you can have TV commercials and all the bullshit and the Black
Does anyone
Friday
do
and all that. But
Thanksgiving decorations? It's like you go
oh yeah,
holiday,
No.
my
and then it's
neighborhood is
immediately
I'm
go
just going
to
to see
fucking
my.
Christmas.
It's an excuse to see my daughter tomorrow. I have to see her father,
But
but
see,
Imagine
that's
having a daughter.
because you both have the day off. You know what I mean? So like,
And I'm glad it's midweek.
I'm not saying they should
more
undo
time
the
off.
holidays we have. That I'm not. I don't know if
Add
maybe
to it.
that's an argument to make. I'm saying add
Oh, I'm
one
making
for
that
voting.
argument.
Add one for voting, and like
Yes.
wherever you are.
absolutely, it should.
Yeah.
I think we should sneakily
Ugh.
take back our lives by just shoving as many holidays in as we possibly can. We should recognize every Jewish
Fine.
holiday, every
Well,
Islamic holiday, every
I
time
think
it's
we should
Ramadan.
not have any religious holidays at
This
all.
is why.
There
This
you
is
go.
why I invented
Ed.
cold time. I've told you guys about cold time, right?
No, what's cold time?
When it
Said
gets
that like
cold,
just like the perfect commercial. No, what's that?
when
Cold time.
cold
baby.
time is and people always say what, like Festivus? No. Festivus is during cold time. Cold
Okay.
time starts when it gets cold and it ends when it gets warm again. So whenever that is.
We just
And
have cold time.
this was the whole, is it Christmas or happy holiday? Hey, fuck all of you. Stop
Cold
acting like your holiday is the only one. They all happen in
Yeah.
cold time and they're
Yeah.
all celebrated. And look at this. Okay, you need something to market. Now you can make cold time decorations to sell the whole friggin' time. So I'm talking like from like September to
Oh,
March.
please.
So I got a
Right?
question for you. I'm
Bank.
gonna throw a wrench into this whole goddamn
Lifetime
system.
Network, cold time, romance movies.
Got
You see what I'm
it.
saying?
He's
Bank,
got a
bank,
cottage
bank.
industry of cold
All
time
right, so
now.
check this out. I
He's
got
always the brain.
Cold time.
2 syllables.
Okay.
Brazil. How are you gonna do it?
Mm.
Brazil.
Send
How you
them
gonna do
cold
it?
time condolence cards. Sorry you don't
They're
have
not
cold
having
time.
cold time. They're
nerds.
having horrible heat waves.
It's an American holiday.
Cold time.
Have I told you guys
Christmas
I'm
is
about
not.
an
I'm not
American
trying to make
holiday?
holidays for the
It's
world.
American.
Okay, I'm trying to solve
It's
our.
American.
This is like
our
American
problems.
supremacy going on here. This is
American.
I gotta
And
call
Canadian.
it out. Call out
Hey,
post.
I'm sure there's some schlub over there like myself who can come up with this too.
I
mean,
want to
it's
see the
not-
Brazilian letter hack.
Obligato. Allow me to tell
The
you about
Brazilian
hot
letter hack.
time.
I showed my doppelganger
Ugh.
on stream the
Who's
other
your
night, Monday
doppelganger?
night.
You did.
It was a model for Norman Rockwell's Freedom from Want, the Thanksgiving dinner
Oh,
portrait.
freedom from
wild.
want.
From
What a novel idea.
Huh. It looks nothing like you. What are you
Which
talking
one?
about?
Do you see the one I mean? And I'm just saying it. I was told it looked like me by multiple people over the years.
Oh,
Yeah,
on the
those
left.
fuckers were lying.
Yeah,
Peeking in like
that's Bill Hoistings.
Every day
Bill
is Earth
Hoistings.
Day. That's right, Bella. Every day is Earth Day. That's a holiday
I
that
do
we
not
like.
see it. Oh well.
Earth Day.
Let me tell
Look
you
at-
all about a Lithuanian snow day. That is any
Okay.
day you just fucking can't. You just don't feel
Oh,
like it.
yeah.
So you
Okay,
take Lithuanian snow day.
I'm down with that.
I take them all the time.
Lithuanian
Big
snow
fan of the
day.
concept.
It's a good concept.
Here
Well,
we go.
okay. So if I'm the first one, I'm going to be the first one to say good night,
Well,
everyone.
We had
Happy
bets going on
Thanksgiving.
in a private chat room. I was making
Yeah,
wagers who would be the
okay,
first to go. And
okay.
pretty much I'll I just want to say everyone made money because everyone knew it would be Sandy. So we all made
well,
money.
let me just say,
I wasn't gonna. I'm hanging. I'm trying to hang in there, baby.
Everyone
but my
just lost
back is
money.
killing me.
Everyone just lost their money.
Because he left.
Wow.
Shit. Well, I'm
Poof.
saying good night. Good night to my people. Obsolete, thank you for moderating. Looney Tunes, thank you for moderating. Oh, well, Looney wanted me to mention that he co-moderates, and he moderates for Matt, and he moderates for Environmental Coffee House.
Like, what
Thank
is
you,
moderating in this instance? Like, you just have
Emerald
like a little thing
View.
next to your name and you just do nothing. Like, I'm just like,
No,
what
he's
kind of
very busy
moderating is going on?
marketing
He
and putting up
promotes,
webs. He
yeah.
promotes everybody. Melanie, good night,
That's
sweetie.
moderating? I don't know. That seems like extra.
He's a
Like, you should be
promoter.
paying this
Bob.
motherfucker.
Well, you know what? I've want everybody to send me their addresses. I'm starting to collect the addresses because it is the end of the
You're
year,
just
and
collecting people's addresses. That's
no, I
interesting.
I do nice things, and I still need your addresses
It's
for the coffee
data
cups.
mining.
Yeah,
Data
what is
I
this
mining.
need.
fucking?
Oh yeah, I'm
You got
data
an
mining.
FBI agent on the goddamn
Well, I
program.
need it.
You're
I
gonna
want to
sell
send
them
you
to
guys.
AT&T.
Yeah, sure. I want to send you guys the coffee cups, and I need your addresses.
Oh,
Just
sure.
send them. Send your address. You can email or send it in Discord in a private
Send
message.
it to Matt, care of Greenwood County.
There you
South
go. They'll
Carolina.
know you.
They'll be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that guy.
All right, everyone. Peace out. Good
Bye,
night.
Sandy.
Have a
See
wonderful
ya.
day. See you Friday night on my channel with Jim Massa. Oh,
There's
look,
the
when you do this.
balloons.
Yeah, that's
Told
because
you.
I did
Fuck?
this. Yeah, you did.
What
You
the
moved.
fuck?
I forgot to
I
disable
think,
that shit. It's YouTube. Bye-bye.
yeah. See ya.
That is not
Bye.
YouTube. That is not YouTube. That is some fucked up shit. What is that?
It makes
It's
me think
YouTube.
of it.
It's like webcam software.
No, it's YouTube. They have a
How
new
is it
thing.
YouTube? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Well,
How
that's
would-
what I was told.
Well, you were told some fucked up lies. Like,
Mhm.
how would if it's YouTube? How would it just be in your box? It would be everywhere.
It's
Oh.
part of, you have a Mac, right? It's part of
Yeah.
your operating system.
Mac
Well,
has an
brand new.
operating system where they
It's
put
brand
balloons in your
new.
webcam.
I thought it was YouTube. It's brand new.
Yeah, people got bored during lockdown.
I never did it.
Lockdown.
Like,
Don't
I
get
don't
me
even see
started with
now
this
it's not happening.
lockdown
But
bullshit.
now it's not happening. All right,
Where are
I'll
the
have to
goddamn
ask.
balloons?
I'll ask them at Ecamm Live.
How do I do it?
All right, guys. Yeah, why is it happening for her?
I want balloons.
I want her to. It's not fair.
This is fucked. Like, I don't want any of
Damn.
these super chats. Give me some goddamn balloons.
Balloons, yeah,
instead.
but balloons are terrible when they go up for the birds. All right,
You ever see
I'm
those
going.
fuckers that do like, oh, someone died. Let's do a balloon thing.
I
You ever
hate it.
see that?
It's
Like, oh,
horrible.
someone died, so we're gonna throw a bunch of
Right.
balloons in the air. What
Yeah.
the fuck is this
And
shit?
they're
You're gonna throw a bunch of
plastic.
balloons. It's gonna run into like a jet airplane. That shit's gonna crash into the fucking goddamn seaboard.
Wildlife.
And then
like,
you have
if
to
I
put up
ever
more
die and
balloons.
some motherfucker throws balloons in the air on my behalf, how about this?
Right.
Go fuck yourself, because I don't want that to happen. Okay.
There you go, Andrea. And at that note, I'm out of here. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. All right,
I was trying my
Andrea,
best to just like cut her off, like so she wouldn't be able to leave. You know, like that was my strategy.
check it out. So people say that guy in the left upper left-hand corner of the table looks like me.
All right, I see it.
And then here's the model of him. See? Again on the left in the foreground.
Nah, only in the painting.
And
Only
I
in
did
the
these
painting.
comparisons. Then here's me as the same age as the model. No? I don't know.
This is like one of those, like, we're gonna find out you're one of those time travelers, you know, and you or like not, or just like you're eternal, like you've been alive for
Yeah.
500 years, so we just see you in random pictures, you know.
I mean, that would be cool. I think anybody who time traveled from 1944 to 2023, pretty fucking lame trip. Should have gone way further, or like called it in the 80s, or I don't know. I can't. I'd be really disappointed if I time traveled. Like 2023 is going to be mind blowing, and then you get here and you're like, really?
This
they
is
got-
the best we got.
So they got podcast. Okay. What else? But that was him on a radio show, so it's kind of weird.
What?
But yeah, like on a radio show. The model. This is a radio show, that black and white photo. This is the only picture of them, the models, from when
What
they
does
were
that
on
mean?
a
They're on a
radio.
radio show? Like they're doing a radio
They
play?
were
They're actually acting it out?
they were the models for the painting. The painting became famous immediately, and so they went to do a radio show to talk about it because they didn't have TV. So
Okay. Okay.
then they took a
I'm
picture of
understanding.
them at
Right.
the radio show. So
I get you. I get you.
that is like, they would know what podcasts were. If you time travel from then to here, you'd be like, podcasting, what, like a radio show? And you go, yeah.
But
basically.
now we have pictures, like while we're talking.
I don't know if people would be impressed with that from 1944.
I
I think they'd
wouldn't.
be
I
like,
wouldn't.
why are you on camera?
This is so much
Took me a while to
electricity
get
and
used to.
bandwidth, like just for what? For this?
Yeah. If you could time travel to an existing time period, like in our history, you couldn't go forward. You can only go back. Okay, how about this? This is more interesting. If you could time travel back to any time period, or go, I'm trying to think of a limited time forward, like 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, what would you do? Would you go 1 year into the future, or would you go any time period back?
I mean, fuck the future, as far as I'm concerned. I would go in the past just to like learn things.
Not to be influential? See, because I always think like I would go back to like 1938 comic book industry and be like, look, you guys, draw the panels bigger, draw them like this, and show them dynamic panels that they didn't have back then. And they'd be like,
Yeah, I would go back to
What?
like 1995 and be like the best Doom speedrunner in the world.
oh, that would be epic. Like if you're like, you guys are doing it wrong, let me show you. And they'd be like, because they didn't, when did they start speed running?
I think the earliest was 1995. So
Oh, that's when?
I mean, there's like examples of people recording gameplay before that, but like,
But they would be nowhere near as fast as you are.
oh yeah, I've watched all the 95 runs. They're
Are
good
they
for being in 1995. I wasn't even alive yet. I was not.
same setup and everything? Would you be at a disadvantage at all?
I could learn. I could adapt to the old setup.
That'd be killer. They'd be like, whoa. Okay. So still, I mean, I would want to go back and influence the comic industry, and you would want to go back and
Well, if we're going back into a time period, you made it sound like we couldn't influence it. Because if you're saying it's in our history, we're not in that time period.
you would influence it even if you didn't mean to. You just would. According to Einstein, just stepping on a blade of grass could fuck everything up. So
Oh, well, I mean, I agree with that, but like you made it sound like we'd be branching off into like a parallel many worlds theory here.
real quick, I just realized I have a fan going in my room. Can you hear that at all?
No.
Oh, good.
Actually, yeah, it's been the most annoying fucking shit in the world. No, I can't hear it.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think like it would be fun, and I wouldn't go back and try and be like a superstar in the comics industry. I would just meet up. I would like intern or meet like one of them on the street and be like, if I was going to draw a comic book, try like this. And then just let them run with it. Because back in the day, it was like all the panels were the same size, really small. You couldn't get the best art. You weren't holding detail. And I would say, why not? Let me introduce you to the splash page, which came about much later,
And what
like
is the
just
splash page? For all of
like
those that are unaware.
The whole page is a panel.
Oh yeah, the classic. What about the ones where it's not just the whole page, but it's both pages on the fold?
Double
What's
page
that called?
splash.
Double page splash.
Yeah. 2-page
That
splash.
sounds like a fucking like a move in like Naruto or some shit.
Tetrasan says, Letterhack is rambling about comics now. Someone needs to end this. And like, end this. Like, that should have been hyphenated. End this. Like, I don't know. I mean, if you want to apply that logic, I should never live stream.
That's true. That's true.
And notice no one said Andrew's rambling about Doom again. Hey,
Ugh, can you believe it?
when are we gonna play? Like, what
What do
does
you
it
mean?
take? What does it take to play?
I'll just
Doom.
send you a zip file. Just you don't use an Apple computer, right?
I do.
Jesus fucking
Why?
Christ.
Not my keyboard.
I don't why? Why do you use an Apple computer? Why?
Fewer clicks than a PC. That's my logic. Yeah, there's one too many clicks for every function on a PC. I'm like, this is dumb. There should be way fewer clicks. I don't get it. Every time I'm on a PC, I'm like, wait, I gotta click here and click here and click here? Why? Just be go here, there it is.
I don't know how to use Apple, so I mean I can send you something that might not work. Because you use a
I
fucking
mean,
do you know how to use a virtual machine?
I'm sure we could figure that out.
Oh man.
It's
I
not
wish
like I'm new to computers.
But you're using a goddamn Macintosh in the year 2023.
It's never limited me to anything. Granted, I haven't played video games, but
Yeah, well.
okay, look. Don't judge older people, okay?
Oh,
There's
I'm
a
judging.
lot you can learn from us.
Oh, I'm judging hard. You all motherfuckers using a goddamn Macintosh. Fuck.
I usually just use the scroll pad too. When I do art, I don't use a mouse.
What is a scroll pad?
It's not what do people call it? It's technically not a scroll pad. It's
So it's a scroll pad, but not technically.
I call it that. It's not technically called that, but that's what it is. Trackpad. They don't have those on laptops, non-Mac laptops. Mouse pad, trackpad, scroll pad.
You use a laptop?
Yeah. Using one right now. It's super powerful. It's got the M1 chip.
Oh, do you know what an M1 is?
I know it was the most powerful thing I could afford. It's not M2.
Powerful? The M1 is powerful.
The most powerful thing I could afford. Yeah, it's actually very powerful.
Well, what does it do? Do you know what it does?
I'll tell you exactly why I needed it. Because when I was researching them, they said if you get the M1, you can live stream without the fan kicking on after 2 seconds. Like all Macs, like the fan is just like, and I would have to sit like 10 feet away from it so you couldn't hear it. So
But
that's
what is
why I
it?
got.
But what is it?
It's just, I mean, it's like on a car. It's like, yeah, I got the
I don't have a car.
TL97. You don't have the TL97? I got the TL98.
But what is the M1? Like, is that
it's
a
not,
is it a motherboard?
No, it's like processing power. Let's see.
It's processing
What
power.
is the M1
Processing.
chip?
Oh, I didn't know.
Apple M1 is a series of ARM-based systems on a chip designed by Apple Incorporated as a central processing unit and graphics processing unit for its Mac, desktop, and notebooks, and the iPad Pro and iPad Air tablets.
So it's an integrated processor.
Yeah, I guess. Makes everything faster and more powerful. Of
Oh.
course, you still need RAM. and all
Tell me
that.
about the RAM you have.
Maxed out, whatever it is.
What is the max?
I don't know. There was like a slider when I ordered it, and I just dragged it all the way to the.
You ordered it from the website?
That was the only way to get it.
Fuck me.
Oh, you want me to go to the store now? Now I should go to the
I want
store.
you to fucking not. Well, first of all,
Oh,
if I
do you
could time,
build your own?
let's go back in time here and let's answer this time traveling question. I would travel back in time to when you were about to buy a fucking Macintosh computer on the internet. That is when I would go back in time and I'd grab your wrist. I'd go, stop it.
You should build your own.
Yeah, you should.
Well, it's amazing. It has
Oh, it's amazing now.
994.66 gigabytes of storage. I have 553 gigabytes available.
You want to know how much storage I have?
64 gigabits of memory.
You want to know how much fucking storage I have
Hmm.
on my goddamn thing?
A terabyte. just short of.
4,000 gigabytes.
Oh, really? Is that
Mhm.
real? Oh,
Yeah.
but it's a tower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have a laptop, so impressive. Are you going to use 4,000?
Yeah, I am.
How much is available? Need to back
I
up
have
some of
about
that shit.
400 gigabytes left. So I guess 10%.
Andrea, empty the trash bin. Good Lord. Like, what is.
Nothing I make is trash. Everything I make is perfect. I don't know what to tell you. I got no trash. If I produce trash, I'd let you know. But
It
have you
doesn't
seen
run
me ever
slow?
make trash? No, it doesn't run slow. It runs perfectly goddamn fine.
Can't you back stuff up to an external hard drive? Look,
Oh.
less mess, less stress.
Let's not even get started on my externals. I got plenty of externals. They're all
How
backed
many?
up.
I got 4. I
Like
back up
12,
to 4
13.
external hard drives at once.
I've
Oh,
been
wow.
doing this game since I was like 13 years old. I got plenty of files, trust me.
Tetrason, not 400, 4,000.
Yeah, damn right. It's true.
I got to turn this fan off. I'm freezing.
I'm reading this chat room, which is not something I do often, but I turned it on. Matt Binder thinks he has to get a new computer when he runs out of disk space. I would love to see a clip of that. That would be extremely funny. I don't normally look at the chat, but I'm bored. The show is boring, so I have to read the chat for entertainment.
Stop talking shit. I just know you're talking shit.
I didn't say anything. I don't
This
even
is
know what
being
that.
recorded.
I don't even know what that means.
I could end it right now and just clip out that last portion, but I trust you.
You couldn't.
I could.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, because then when YouTube says, "Oh, we found some copyrights," I can go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start
Andrea-
playing some Taylor Swift music in the fucking microphone, and then you're not gonna be
Right.
able to do shit. How about that?
It's called sabotage.
It's called the nuclear fucking option. I don't even.
It's
Here it
called
is. Here it
domestic
is. I got Taylor
sabotage.
Swift right here.
Yeah. See, so let's not forget who has maximum control. I can mute anybody anytime. Can you tell I was saying, can you hear me?
I can't. I can't hear.
Seriously though, do you have anything planned today? Live streaming anything?
Well, I recorded another extremely depressing Above It All show that will be airing on Friday morning because that's what I do now. I like to depress my audience. So, but as far as Thanksgiving goes, I'm going to do drugs and I'm going to watch movies and play video games. And I'm going to pet my dog and I'm not leaving the house because
I'm not leaving the house. Well, I'm gonna go play tennis, but I am doing a 4.5 hour compilation of interview clips.
Right, but like you're not actually doing that. Like you already did it.
I'm gonna let it play, yeah. But
Hmm.
volume 3 hasn't debuted yet, so this will be that, and it includes content I haven't released. So, but there'll be a live chat for four and
Am
a
I
half
in the
hours.
clip compilation at all?
Yeah, you're the very first one. I believe it starts off. I think. Let me see.
What the fuck? What?
My first interview.
So I'm the
Let me
first
see.
one? So people are gonna watch this fucking clip and then I'm gonna pop up? Am I getting any kickback for this?
Yeah, right in the beginning.
Like I signed up for one interview. I didn't know I was signing up to be like clipped and shipped to like a year and a half out or whatever it is.
Like,
And you're bragging about how many members you got, like
that's
off
how it
of whose
works,
back?
man.
That's how it works. That's how what works. This whole goddamn scam industry you're propping up. Now I know why you have all these interviews.
I learned it from watching your stream. Okay. You do the live stream, then you put the clips out, and then sometimes you apologize for not having put clips out lately. And then
Yeah. I quit clips. I can't
you
do it.
stop doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to show up in the algorithm. I don't like every time I have new viewers, they just like, and plus I have this show. If I want to get new viewers, it's going to be I'm going to poach y'all's audience. Like every time I post anything now, it's just like you get fucking morons, like the dumbest fuckers in the world and they're like, "Oh." And plus I have to do the work clipping it out. Oh, it's too much work. I can't. It's depressing.
Do you have like real loyal viewers that don't appreciate a group collaborative show? They're like, we just
Absolutely.
want
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Because I thought I saw you comment on that on your last video. Something
Yeah. I
about
mean, some
some
people
people
don't
don't
like
like
it,
it.
whatever.
Why?
Well, I just got to say, I don't really like it either. This is the exception that proves the rule. I'm not a huge fan of group dynamics. Every time, I've been doing this shit for a long time. And so I've done multiple podcasts with multiple people, multiple different groups. They always start out pretty well and then something happens and it all falls apart and it's more trouble than it's worth. So, I mean, I'm holding my hat out that it's not going to happen this time, but any minute now, the clock is ticking.
And someone will disappoint you.
No, that I will disappoint someone else and it will cause a ruckus.
Oh, I see. Oh, I mean, if it hasn't happened yet, it's episode
Nah,
6.
I'm
How
I'm
about
still
just
holding
don't
back.
do that? Just don't do it.
Just don't disappoint people. I wish I could. My parents never taught me how, unfortunately.
Hmm.
That's the perfect
Um,
answer. Hmm.
I think it's really weird that people would be like, I love Andrea's content, but not when she's on shows with other people. Like, I don't get that. Wouldn't it just be like Andrea out of context or something? In a new context. No?
I love context.
It's been a long episode. 2.5 hours.
We are
12:30
an hour
a.m.
and
on the
28
East
minutes
Coast.
past the hour.
Wait, so it's 12:30 here. What are you looking at? A clock or a laptop? A phone? It's 12:30, not 1:28 on the East Coast. Are you
Well, it's
looking at a
past the
clock
hour.
that's
Is the
just a
hour is
little?
the first hour of the show? So
Oh,
we're
I
scheduled
see.
to go on for
Gotcha.
an
Okay.
hour, and then so we're an hour and 29 minutes past the
I
hour.
see. You're looking at the actual ticker
Yep,
counting down. I gotcha.
in the fucking red box in the corner. I can't look away. It's fucking drawing my attention. Can they see the red box? Do they understand
No.
what we're dealing with here? You can't see the red box?
No, but on YouTube, you can see how long it's been streaming typically.
But, like, just imagine if you're watching this, just imagine there's a big ass red box in the fucking corner that says live. You know, like, and like live, maybe like if I'm on enough something, I'll see live, you know, and I'm like, I want to live. I don't want to die. What's the alternative of live? Death. I don't want to die. So I got this big ass red box telling me live, you know, it's like that's a lot of pressure. What if I fuck up? What if I can't live?
What if?
That's a good question.
What if? What if? What if?
So you're gonna play my Doom wad next week? Is that what we agreed to?
I don't think I can. I'm on a Mac.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's
So
inferior. Well, let me know. And then I'll have to check my schedule next week.
yeah, I have a I'll announce it here. But I have an annual Christmas themed Doom game that I put out. It's called A War on Christmas. And I want to put it out the first week of December, you know? So it's almost done as of now. So
I'm interviewing Harvey K that week.
okay.
Professor.
Do you think he would
He's-
want to play it?
No.
I've had Harvey on my show before when I
That's
used
what I
to
was
do
going to
guests.
say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to play it, but if
Well, you already
you're going
signed
to,
up.
well, but if you and I are playing it at the same time, that's totally different than me just, like, if somebody's like, you should play this game, I'll be like, probably not.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll be playing it with you, but I'll be watching your gameplay at the very least.
Yeah, I think we should use something like Boot Camp. Run Windows on a
Boot
Mac.
camp?
I don't know. I'm just reading
I'm
the
not
chat.
really
Somebody
in
just
favor
said
of
that in the
military.
chat.
I don't like the military. I don't want to be near the military.
Yeah. You know, some countries, that's just what you do. You graduate high school and go to boot camp. Do you know that?
That's crazy. What if you drop out of high school? Is that you just circumvent the whole system?
I think this can't be true for everyone, but I think it's a different experience than over here. I think you like want to do it.
What kind of fucking brainwashing they got over there where they fucking, oh yeah, I want to join the military. Like you see those
No,
fucking
it's
idiots
just
in
boot
Israel
camp.
that are like, oh, I was looking forward to joining the IDF.
That's different. Those people go into the military. But like, I think it was Switzerland. You just go to boot camp training and then you come back and then you can go to college or whatever. You don't have to
So just to
serve.
get you into shape.
Yeah, and like learn. Yeah, I'm sure they have some logic they apply to learning certain things. I think what you should do is be a line cook in a kitchen. You learn safety because they're sharp instruments and fire. You learn cleanliness at like a federal level or whatever, an industry level of cleanliness and sanitizing things. There's ingredients. The recipes have ingredients, so itemized list of ingredients, measurements, cooking times.
I
See what
think
I'm
a lot of
saying?
people, especially in America,
Cooperation,
would
working with other
benefit
people.
from that.
Yeah, that it's
Like I was
all
saying earlier, people don't know how to cook. Like, have you seen like the TikTok cooking challenges bullshit that people are like fucking cooking their shit in cough syrup and like fucking making like mac and cheese with like fucking like in the worst way possible with like water and fucking like the boxes. And I saw some motherfucker like make like mashed potatoes with like the potato flakes and like, you know, like that's not how you cook food, okay, motherfuckers?
Yeah,
Like
that's bad.
this generation, they don't know how to cook food. You also like, did you see that cup noodle bullshit where Cup Noodle announced that their cups are microwave safe now? And then like a bunch of people were like, now?
Ugh.
Because motherfuckers, like, can you imagine? Americans are so goddamn dumb. They put plastic in the microwave and then eat it. Like, you know, like TV dinners where it's like, yeah, poke a hole in the plastic film. Why would I want to fucking eat out of plastic? You know what I mean? Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, retro boomer coming in hot. Holy
Always.
fuck, with a
Knives
carpet
Out.
bomb.
Every time, Knives Out.
Carpet bomb. Holy fucking shit. Yeah,
Never.
Retro Boomer's like about to die. Like this motherfucker's like, I'm gonna die any day now. So this, like, imagine this: like you're like about to die, like your family hates you, you have no friends, and like you spend your entire life trolling, like chat rooms. That's the Retro Boomer's existence. So I say,
Never once.
let him
Hey,
go.
how's it going? Hey, everyone.
It's
How are
always
you?
like,
None of that.
hey, are you voting for Joe Biden today? Like, yes, I am. Thank you.
And smack talk directed at whoever's channel it is.
Like, hey, jackass. Honestly though,
Jeez.
like I have learned a lot from that mindset. I want to channel Retro Boomer for the rest of my life, just like constantly being like just unpleasant, just like you're like at every moment in your life you act like you're 40 minutes late for an important meeting, and everyone around you is just keeping you from doing something you need to do. Like it's just a great way to live life. So I want to say shout out to Retro Boomer. So
Yeah. Well, he doesn't like me. So I don't know what to
can
do
you
about
blame
it.
him?
Yeah, well, it had to be somebody. Had to be somebody. And I'm I don't think I've ever been the kind of guy that's like, why doesn't so and so like me? If somebody
And
doesn't
yet
like me,
here
I'm
you
like, okay, nah, that's easy. It's one less person I have to try and associate with.
You have to try to associate with, like, that's, regardless of whether or not you're successful.
Look. Yeah, just roar.
And then this fucking guy's little fucking face photo where he's just looking mad as hell, like, oh,
So abrasive. So I'm
yeah,
wrong how? So I'm wrong how?
yeah. Honestly, Retro Boomer's the best chatter though, like,
Yeah, I mean, it's give and take, right? Dish it out. You gotta be able to take it on the chin, as they say. Look, this is like the theme. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to. Man, this chat moves fast. Free Tetrason, what happened? Here we go.
this is what happens when you're on a Mac.
It's what happens when you're on one.
Yeah.
Have you seen that clip that this thing pops up all the time where the cops are asking some guy, I think he has an Australian accent. They pulled him over and they're like, "What are you on?" He's like, "What am I on?" Have you seen this?
No.
And he's like, "I'm on one. I'm on one right now." And they're like, "Are you on drugs?" He's like, Why? Do you got any?" It's funny as shit. The whole video, every time it comes up, I watch the whole thing.
I honestly I really enjoy like people making fun of police. Like in America, like it's kind of dangerous, so it's like a high risk, high
Oh yeah,
reward. But
I
in
don't
other
recommend
countries,
it.
like there's a lot of people that are just like, yeah, they just fuck with them just for fun, And especially when they have the dash cam on, because like they know that they're recording everything. So like, yeah, I get to make a YouTube video out of this. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but it's not safe.
In Australia, it's probably fine.
No, he was in Australia in America, and I
Oh.
just felt like it's
Do you
risky.
remember that story I told you where I made a cop cry once?
I saw the video.
Yeah, that was a while ago now. That's
Um,
still, like, one of my favorite police interactions, like, I made
mm,
that bitch cry, like, I saw the tears generate from her eyeballs, like, I don't know, like, maybe call me crazy, but that's, like, what like, if I were to, like,
how
be on my deathbed, that would be, like that's something I would think about.
how do you know it wasn't her last day at work? And she's like, "Really? This is what I'm gonna do? I'm quitting so I can join the protest, and this is how I gotta spend my last day."
I don't think that's true.
Right, right. I know. So, what creative way should I end the stream this week?
Well, I think what you should do is you should make it abundantly obvious that the show is ending imminently. Um, And then, you just end it, in a least it's like an anti-joke, format, you just turn it off,
So, what I would like everyone to do is remember, if you become a member of the Letter Hack YouTube channel, you can get all kinds of exclusive content for members only, like live streams and members' videos and all kinds of perks. There's 3 different levels. Just go to the homepage and hit join, or hit join if you're watching live now. And tomorrow, on quote unquote Turkey Day, which is a gross thing to call it. But anyway, on Thursday, when everyone has the day off, I'll be premiering a 4.5 hour video. It's a compilation of all of my interview clips. It's a mega compilation.
I'm in it.
And Andrea kicks off the compilation. So you can pretty much stop watching after about 10 minutes if you want. But the chat will be live. So drop in and say, hey, say hi. And maybe I'll be in there every now and then
I would
because,
just like to remind everyone, my membership is not an apartheid system. You give me money, you get fucking nothing in return. I won't acknowledge you. I won't respond to your emails. I won't respond to your messages. In
yeah.
fact, I'll think less of you, honestly. Unlike the letter hack, who's gonna like blow smoke up your ass and tell you how great you are, so that you can continue paying him a monthly fee just to live. So
Yeah.
everyone, give me money today.
Above it all is like more like American capitalism as compared to my fun interactive version.
Yeah, yeah. Letterhack's got fun capitalism. You've heard it here
Yeah.
first. We developed a new system. Check it out. It's called Fun Capitalism, and it's going
Yay.
place. This is like some Heritage Foundation shit right now.
It's fun. And then, Andrea, you have a video Friday morning, and I'll have a live stream Friday night at like 10 p.m.
I got 10 a.m. You got 10 p.m. What's up with that?
And then I have a call-in show with a criminology major from New Zealand on Monday, and Jake will be on the show with me.
What about Old Zealand?
Yeah, I want to ask him about that. And maybe it's just like, so there was Zealand, and then there was New Zealand. Do you guys call Zealand OG or old, or how does it work? And then I'm interviewing the host of, there's 2 of them, of Movies versus Capitalism. Do you know this podcast?
No, but I'm interested.
It's from The Lever. You know, David Sirota's The
Yep.
Lever, that news outlet. They do podcasts, and one of them is Movies versus Capitalism. And just like on my show, they'll have guests on. The guests get to pick a movie, and then they'll it's got to be like relevant to capitalism in some way. It's very interesting. So I'm looking forward
Oh,
to
so you got to
interviewing
get
them.
me in there. You got to, say, hey, I know somebody. They love movies.
See, this
Yeah.
is the thing though, is that they edit their their videos are edited, their episodes. So it's like if they were live streaming just one and done, no editing, they could be doing like a couple a week, but
Well, you gotta get me in there. I got plenty of movies that are anti-capitalist. You know, I got this movie.
yeah,
It's called Don't Look Up. You ever seen it?
they did that one.
Oh, I bet they did. I
I
bet
think
they did.
I think they did.
Fucking, they better have. Fucking, that's Sorota's fucking
No,
bullshit.
I know they had him on to talk about Ghostbusters 2.
Gotta talk about Ghostbusters too. That's a big one.
Jason Miles was on there. I got a couple of movies I would do.
What about Jason Yards?
I think the better joke
Mhm.
is Jason Kilometers. Yeah, anyway. So that's the rest of this week and next week. Anything else?
Um,
What else you got?
I got this pen.
This is the content people are craving.
You asked.
There's 69 people watching across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outlets. I
You
don't think
see
it's
this
worth
right
it.
here? Like this mysterious bag? Has anyone
Yeah.
like been wondering
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
in there?
No. What
Do you
is it?
want to
A
know?
satchel? What is it?
Well, it's a bag and it's got something in it. And if you want to know what's in that bag, check out Left Past 10, episode 7 next week. All right, roll the tape. Roll the tape.
Actually, it doesn't start now. It ends now.